job still running these games and also writing 3 completely original adventures and then getting ready to run them for DirtCon, so I don't really remember what happened out there. Alright. Crowbar, you got 12. Going once. Going twice.
It wasn't Larry.
Okay. Larry is
the
tired
task.
today. He's tired today.
Excitement.
Alright, Crowbar, what happened last week?
Oh, he's tired too.
All right. The crowbar worms its way
The microphone.
onto the spotlight, and then it changes into Songbow because apparently I can't talk when I'm in object form. All right, so we started off. We kept following the riverbed, and then we found that the river had not dried up. It had actually been turned into slime. At first we thought it was hardened slime. We later found out that it was maybe slime that had been coated in something to make it to where it couldn't spread anymore. The power plant infrastructure is starting to corrode, and/or it started to corrode a long time ago when the slime was more rampant before it got stopped. So we were nervous about using the metal bridges and platforms. We weren't able to open the door, but I became a crowbar and was put under an excruciating amount of pain when Loritz used me to pry open an access panel, which we looked into and then promptly decided not to use. So we crossed over on the bridges anyway, and then Lawrence beat the shit out of a door while Cloudhoof helped. Goldleaf climbed up a ladder, discovered a building that had a generator. Isaac started the generator, which opened some of the doors and restored some of the power because it was the backup emergency generator. We found some dwarven computers and 2 of the parts we need for our airship. Upstairs in the building that Goldenleaf found, we encountered a poltergeist who we mostly talked down, and we found 2 more of the parts that we need. We entered a command into the dwarven computer, which turned on and accessed the rest of the facility. And then we took a minecart. A minecarp would be interesting. It's just a fish that mines. Anyway, so we took a minecart deeper, and then we found that there is a cavern that is full of slimestone, which is apparently floatstone that has been, I guess, infected from the quasi-elemental or the other one that is in between. Para-elemental. There we go.
So that we are covered against the Pathfinder lorehounds. Okay. In revised edition,
Disclaimer.
they no longer acknowledge the para-elemental or energy planes. However, in the most recent book, where they talk about the rediscovery of the planes of metal and wood, they do mention, only in passing, that there are areas between the planes where the elements mix in a terrible chaos. AKA the para-elemental planes are still here, so don't worry about that. So anyways, just wanted to, kind of put that to rest.
I think, at least I don't know about Pathfinder lore very much, but in D&D lore, I think there was para-elemental planes and then also quasi-elemental planes, and it depended on whether they crossed each other or whether they crossed positive and negative or something.
Correct. Yes. Yep. There was elemental could be pulled positively or negatively, which would then impact the element in a different way. It was very cool. That's still kind of here.
Lore, but
I will tell you this.
That's the lore that I still subscribe to for elemental planes. I ignore the recent shit. I'm like, no, that shit was cool. That's what I'm using in my games, damn it.
Well, I came up with a para-elemental plane for every combo, including the new wood and metal ones, and some of them are pretty hype, bro. The para-elemental plane of Graft. So it's basically all the Mega Man levels where you went to fight the wood robot, and it was like a robot forest. It's like that. It's like robot forest land. And then wood plus air is spores. So it's just like a terrible place to go because there's just fungus everywhere. The para-elemental plane of Grind. It's literally just metal and earth pressing together and just destroying everything, and so on and so forth. So it's very, very cool. I don't know if we're going to get into that in this campaign. We might. It is technically a Planescape campaign, so could get into it. But... All right. That's
now that we know they're there, we're definitely
Yeah.
going to get into it.
Who'd you prepare those for?
Good recap. Good recap. Go ahead and take a third hero point, a third hero card draw. Everyone else draw 2 hero points and hero cards. And then if anybody would like to answer this slice of life question, what's your favorite way to spend time outdoors? You get a D3. You can add to any dice roll, well, any D20 roll this session. And you can also ask the same question of any NPC or willing PC, and then we get a lesser bonus. All right, we got a 16 from Laritz. Going once. Going twice. All right. Laritz, what do you like to do outside? Oh, wait, somebody roll. Oh, my goodness, you are answering Goldleaf from the top ropes. Wow, I'm so sorry. Damn.
Yeah, but look at that one, though.
Yeah, and then you just fell out of your chair. You just fell out of your chair. All right.
I'm surprised by Goldleaf.
All right.
From the top ropes.
From the top ropes, just jump kicks Laritz in the back of the head. He flies off the interview chair, and you float down into it. All right. What do you do outside, Goldleaf? The camera's shaking a little bit because it's so nervous about what just happened.
I wasn't expecting that at all. Goldleaf honestly likes playing music outdoors, and if that gathers people to him, then more the merrier. But honestly, he just kind of likes the freedom of playing outdoors.
I see. Okay, that's nice. All right, you may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC you've met during your adventure.
Because he was next, Lords, you want it?
Sure.
All
On
right.
a sunny day, Lord likes to find the highest spot within his visible range, and he perches and he roasts in the sun.
Okay. That do sound kind of nice, actually. I mean, not as for me as a vampire, but it does sound nice. Like if you could endure the sun. Yeah, if you could endure the sun, like it sounds pretty awesome. Sounds pretty awesome.
Very
Okay.
cat-coded.
If it didn't
Yeah.
burn, the sun would feel nice.
Yeah. If I didn't ignite, and my flesh turned to ash that falls from my bones.
So it like sinks into his skin. He like has that warm glow to him, you know, when like rocks get hot.
Yeah. Oh no, I like it. It's a good visual. It's a good visual. All right. So let me
Tell
explain.
you what.
Oh,
Rock
yeah.
Loritz. He's already pretty hot.
Okay, so you might have noticed that the Terranathus map is gone, and there's just this framed photo of clouds, and you might think, "Damn, Crash, what's going on here?" So normally in Foundry, we have mods.
Tired, man, but damn.
Yeah, like so we have mods, right? We have a lot of mods. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So when it's working, you're supposed to be able to click on it, and it says, "Do you want to see the Cloud Sea map?" And then you're like, "Yeah," and then it takes you over to the Cloud Sea map. It's not working. So if you want to see the Cloud Sea map, it is available in the player maps now. Looks like somebody already jumped over there to check it out. I will activate it as a primary map. Have I shown you guys this before?
The camera was a sneak peek.
Okay. And you and
I think you did, yeah.
yeah, and you guys, can you see the Hydra Forge icon now or no?
Or the party thing is on top of it.
That was it.
Oh,
No, we
is
don't
that-
have
alright.
Would be my
access,
guess.
it's closed. Or paused.
Let me see. Oh, it's paused too. All right, hold on. All right, let me see. There should be like a little icon of the.
No, I do
They
not
moved.
see that.
There's
I
no
only
icon.
saw Terranathus.
Interesting. Okay,
How's everyone doing this evening?
we're good.
Better now that you're here.
Aww.
Hooray!
Let's see. I wonder why it won't let you guys see it. I'll have to do more research. Can you see the Terranathus icon or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Weird.
Ooh,
Okay.
the icon just disappeared on my screen. Oh, never mind. There's the Terranathus icon.
Oh, it's a different journal entry entirely. Oh, that's going to be a real pain in the ass, figuring out how to get the permissions to not be screwy on that. All right. I still have work to do. Okay. But anyways, as you guys explore, each of these hexes will start to get like a little icon on it, to kind of represent like the major thing that you did or found or discovered there. And I don't want you. I need you to understand this. I do not want you to try to 5-star this campaign. Okay. I need you to.
Now that you said it.
Need you to understand. Now, please, please listen to me. Unless you want to play this campaign for the next 10 years, you're not going to be able to 5-star this campaign. So just accept the fact that the world is very big, and you will not be able to see all of it this campaign, and then everything will be okay. This isn't a challenge. I'm not issuing a challenge right now.
Hold on. Now hold on.
It's okay. We've already accepted
What's the
every single.
What's the estimate on Kingmaker right now?
Kingmaker. I mean, it was 3 years, but
Yeah, we got to make this last at least as long as
Yeah, it's at
King.
least as long as Kingmaker, if not longer.
because they're 11 sessions in, and they just hit level 2, so. But they're on XP, and they have to get 1,500 XP per level instead of 1,000 per level. So it is kind of taking a while. They also spend a lot of time camping, like a lot of time camping, but that's okay. I'm kind of inspired by their camping rules. I'm thinking about taking the camping rules of Kingmaker, combining them with the crew management rules from Skull and Shackles into some horrible daily minigame where there's like a mutiny meter. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that mutiny meter below a certain amount. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. So this is under construction, I guess. But the idea is that the dashboard, you'll be able to shortcut back and forth between that map and here without having to do anything except just click the picture. So that'll be nice if I can get it working. All right. Then I guess we're going to head down to the mines. Since we have no fanspo, we cannot draw from the Harrow deck. Sorry. My browser doesn't like me running 150 mod Foundry game while also having Twitch open, so I haven't been like farming points from streamers. I guess I could be watching on my phone or something. That's a good idea, actually. All right, I'll try that tonight, maybe. All right, so let's see. All right.
Nepotism be damned.
Absolutely. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. All right, let me grab some creepier music for you guys.
Also, I was gonna say, isn't one of the inspirations for this campaign One Piece?
It is, yeah.
You realize how long that series has been fucking going on.
I forget. I think it was Mythic, right, where we did the math, and Mythic had a longer runtime than One Piece.
By hours, yeah.
Yeah. Just like the pure how many broadcasts are, and that included like the OVAs. That included like the movies. Like it had a longer runtime. Yeah.
Well, we have to beat that one.
Oh damn, guys! Listen. This is a great group.
That's
This is a great group. I mean, if you're down, I mean, we'll do it. That's fine. Let's go. I like pirate stuff.
We'll keep going until my son is in college.
Nice. Then he'll
Then we'll
join the
know.
group.
So
He'll join the group, yeah.
So One Piece then.
Oh man. Let's see. I need a
started
good
reading One Piece when I was 9 years old. Now I have a job, 2 kids, and a mortgage.
I started at Marineford when I was in like the 9th grade or 10th grade or something.
Yeah.
Man, it's been going on forever, man.
Yeah.
You and Al are also World of Warcraft babies, which I think is amazing. Like
Yeah.
people that played World of Warcraft as children and then have played it their entire lives. I mean, you don't play it anymore, but like, like
I gave it. Yeah,
yeah. I just think that's I think that's so fascinating. So
I played it during my formative years, like
Yeah.
at like
it
you know,
shows.
13, 14. Yeah, I know, right?
It shows.
They really fucked me up as guild leaders. You know, I love them.
Yeah.
To
Nothing like being 12 and you basically have a full-time job.
pieces. Yeah.
All right. So you guys are in these mines. You're looking around, and I think we ended last session with you guys seeing this adorable robot. The robot is oozing slime from its yes.
Yeah, we had a description
Window.
of it last time, but I don't think it was like working, and so I don't think we got to actually
that's
see it.
kind of where we paused.
Oh, okay. So I just showed. I showed you the art
You
for
showed
it.
us the art, but that was about it.
Yeah. So you
It's
see,
off on yonder.
you see an automaton, still hard at work, sort of. It was just kind of idling there, staring at the wall. When you kind of turned the corner and caught sight of it, it slowly turned. First its torso, and then its head to kind of look at you. You can see oozing from the sort of window plate, the energy core inside the creature. You see oozing out of it is a green slime. What do you do?
Kick it in the face. I mean, wait, no.
All right, let me roll and grab them initiative dice. Are you rushing in?
No.
Oh, okay.
Last time I
That
said
would
something
be a very
was,
bad thing to do.
Last time I said something was small and cute, it punched me in the face and almost wanted to kick me down. So I'm gonna hang back here.
Is that the pug creatures?
No, that was a cube.
Oh, you're right, man.
All right.
It's
As
a
you
tiny
approach,
person thing and hides behind Cloudhoof.
you do see
It's
that
safe
its
back here.
arms seem to be modular in nature. It currently has a sledgehammer arm and a pneumatic chisel arm. As you approach, you do see that the slime is moving, that is inside the machine. It seems to be shying away from you as you approach.
Just be careful with that cloud hoof. It could be radioactive.
What's radioactive?
As he says that, and you look back and say, "What's radioactive?" It rolls into initiative and prepares to charge. Ooh, we got alerts all the way in the back, hanging out with them NPCs, working on them romance options.
Sorry, I was pouring myself a cup of coffee. I'll be right there.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
I don't know what radioactive
Coffee sound
means,
nice.
but I recall
I think we
knowledge
just
disorder.
saw a word somewhere.
Like a buzzword, you know, you hear engineers saying all the time. You're like, yeah,
Sounds about right.
like pneumatic drill, like or chisel. Okay, I guess I should turn on some "You Fighting Robots" music. Let's see.
Chicks dig giant robots.
That's true. All right.
Actually, let my son listen to the intro song for that show.
Which one? Which show?
What was it? Max. Why can't I think of the name of the show now? The whole the theme song of it is "Chicks Dig Giant Robots."
Oh.
Jeez, what is the
Magus
Magus
XL.
XLR.
Max XL? Yeah.
Okay.
Where the guys replace the robot's head with a
Car.
Car.
The car.
Yeah.
car.
Giant
Oh, that
robot
sounds.
car.
Oh, I remember that show. Damn. Wow, it was very
like a
deep.
big blonde guy and like a skinny friend,
Yeah.
and then some
It
alien.
looked like
And,
I
shit
did.
was
and
on.
Jack Black was in it, but it wasn't really Jack Black, but it could have been Jack Black. Yeah.
It also bred an entire another generation of dudes who like hot goth chicks. Like I
for
remember
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a recurring theme with that era of cartoons.
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah. It was like you went two ways, goth or furries. Like you had the brainwashing was definitely there. All right, Cloudhoof, you turn around and you see that this thing is in combat mode.
Same arms still.
Yes, it still has the same arms of a sledgehammer and a pneumatic chisel. All right, Cloudhoof, you're up first.
Well, that wasn't nice. And we will perform a shifting charge.
Okay.
So, seeing it's a construct, we're going to deal persistent electric damage. So, changing the stance too.
Oh, nice, nice. Electric versus a robot. That's
You're
a good
gonna
game.
supercharge it.
And we will strike.
That's a good strike. That's gonna hit. Give me some damage.
Max
Ooh,
damage.
Max damage.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. It takes damage. It takes extra damage from the electricity, but it takes less damage from the physical.
Yeah, okay.
All right. What else you got? One more Pac-Man.
We will do a follow-up. That's another. Try the tail strike this time. Aha! Critical!
Oh, very nice. All right, let's see. This is what kind of damage? It's technically electric damage, true. If this is a firebomb, all right, it's not a firebomb, and it is a using your tail, so bludgeoning. The target is fatigued. Unfortunately, as a robot, it is immune to fatigue, but it do take some damage. All right.
Still a good ass for him. Very bad roll for the critical, but hey.
It was. But it's going to take ongoing electric, which will every time ping its electric as well. Alright, that is your 3 Pac-Mans. Play passes 2. Helpless, Clockwork, Fabricator, parentheses 2. Alright, you hear the gurgling sounds of the slime inside of the robot. And you see now that you're up close that the slime, the ooze, it permeates all the joints and bits and bobs and gears of this robot. As it sort of looks at you and looks at the damage that you have dealt to it, it just begins a full-on assault. It's going to use all of its Pac-Mans on you. Let's see. So the first one it's going to use is the sledgehammer. Wait. It'll spend 1 Pac-Man to change its modular arm from a sledgehammer to a crushing vice. All right. So then it'll use its second Pac-Man to use crushing vice on you, and then it will try and grab you. Here we go. Oh, and it succeeded. You are restrained by the creature, and as it grabs a hold of you and kind of locks you down, you can feel the slime that coats the creature trying to get on you and in you. So I need you to roll against slime rot. It's a fortitude saving throw, disease based.
I think I've seen this one.
All right, that is a 21. That is a success. So as it's trying to kind of get through your fur and your thick skin, it does not. And the slime that got on you just sort of dies trying to do it. It turns into that same flaky sort of white powder that you saw up top. And that is all 3 of the robot's actions. Laritz, to you.
I hear this all happening to the south of me.
Yes, absolutely.
Down here. Okay. So I'm going to give him a stride. 1, 2. Where is Cloudhue? 3. There they are. It's not letting me go through Jade, but I can pass through them without, extending
Right, yeah.
movement. Yeah. Okay. That would be 6. I get here with my first movement. And then I'm gonna move again. I can't get behind it for flanking, right?
If your mini can move there, then you can. But if the mini is not able to move there, then you cannot. Yeah, that'll work because Cloud Hoof is large.
Target. And then I'm gonna go for a flurry of blows.
All right. All right. Then it's gonna miss. It doesn't look like it gave you the flank, but you still missed by 5. Ooh, yeah, that's not gonna hit either.
That's that.
All right, because you had to move twice to get there. All right, Isaac, to you.
Alright. So, I can't really see anything where I'm at, though. I gotta move. One pack, man. I can't remember if I'm throwing things through Cloud Hoof. It's making this thing harder to hit.
It'll give it
Okay.
soft cover. Yeah, it'll have like 1 extra AC.
Got it. And that should be auto calculated, right?
Yep, it should auto calculate it. Yep.
Cool. Alright, so I'm going to pull out a versatile vibe. I'm going to throw it at the creature.
All right. Are you using the bomber ability to not do splash? to your
Not
allies?
yet.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. As you throw it at the creature, it just sort of bats it out of the air, and it sort of does a bright explosion.
Mm-hmm. Dang. I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you send a second one flying through the air, and it bats that one out of the air as well, causing a second explosion of chemicals.
Right.
All right, that's 3.
Yep.
Gold leaf to you.
It's still going to be a +1 soft cover, even if it does 2 people. Right? I don't think.
I believe so. Yeah.
All right. One action to step a little bit further. Second action, just gonna cast a telekinetic projectile, grabbing a random rock in the area. A sharp rock, go for piercing.
Okay. And that is gonna hit.
All right. Not the greatest roll, but
Okay, it is gonna resist, I believe, quite a bit of that damage, but it still takes some.
okay. All right, that's all 3 actions.
All right. Let's see. I guess Jade, you hear it coming from around the corner. One Pac-Man. It comes into the view. And then you see it raise its arm, like Mega Man style. And you see that it has a like a nail gun attached.
That's fun.
Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And you see the other thing that it has attached is a chainsaw. It's going to use its second
so
Pac-Man
lucky.
to run up to you, and then its third one to use the chainsaw on you. Here we go. That is gonna hit. Here's some damage for you.
But hear me out. It doesn't have to.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. But alas, it has been corrupted and its programming has gone haywire. You take 8 points of slash damage, but worse than that, 1d6 bleed damage. Play
That could be
fastest
rough.
do Songbow.
Oh,
All right.
Another one here.
Pac-Man numero uno. I
Okay.
move out to here.
Okay.
Pac-Man numero doso. Should I try to finish off the one, or should I try to do? If I, okay, so this one is behind Cloudhoof, so it would have cover.
It's off cover.
Yep. Yeah. Anytime you are drawing a line through any actor, friend or foe, it is gonna grant soft cover to the target, and that's been doing it the whole time.
Even if two of them are babies and it's a bigger boy.
Yeah. It'll if it was a large, and they were a small, but that's just a medium, so it'll still be getting some cover.
Okay, we're gonna try to finish off the one then.
All right.
This is gonna be a 2-action Eldritch Blast. No, Elemental Blast.
Wrong system.
Specifically of electricity.
Okay. Elemental Blast! That is just going to hit.
Alright, and 8 points plus whatever weakness.
Alright, as it takes that damage, it is on its last legs, but still holding on. Alright, that's 3.
Yep.
Alright, Jade, to you.
It's on its last leg.
Whoa.
Who said that?
Well, let's see. I think Jade's gonna be a big baby. Run away.
Okay. Alright.
Smart.
No.
Alright. As you go to run
That's one
away,
No! Don't do it!
nothing happens because most of the creatures in Pathfinder don't have attacks of opportunity. Alright.
You don't gotta do that to me, you know?
I know, it's just to remind everybody that it could happen. It's just to remind everyone it could happen.
Oh, okay. And then with my other 2 Pac-Man, I can try to stop the bleeding, right?
Technically, yes. Hold on, this came up. I think this came up in Kingmaker. Just give me a second.
Isn't it like
I have the.
take an action to either lower the chance of it?
You can lower. Yeah. You have to. The problem with bleeding is bleeding's one of the harder ones to bullshit of how you did it. So I think I have this as a pinned thing. But I think for bleeding, you do have to accompany it with like a medicine check. I just want to check. Let's see. All right, because there's like there's a few items that'll help with bleeding, and there's a few I think spells that help with bleeding. I know with fire, like the example is you just roll around on the ground. You could administer first aid to stop bleeding on yourself. And then there are feats that you could take to improve that. And then, yeah, so unfortunately, bleed is one of the ones that they're a little bit tougher on. Fire is pretty easy. You just roll around on the ground. You jump into, non-flammable liquid, that sort of thing. But like bleeding can be a little bit harder to deal with without the right feats. So the answer then would be, yeah, you would need to do administer first aid action, 2 Pac-Mans, you'd have to have healer's tools, and you'd have to skill in medicine.
Well, I don't think the rest of that's me, so...
Alright. So you have two actions then. It's only a d6 bleed, and you did run away from the monster, so you have all your hit points. Well, they have 28. You're doing pretty good.
So, Well, you know what? We won't know until we give it. Actually, what I could do. No, that's lame. That's lame. We're just gonna cast Eldritch Lands and see what happens.
Oh yeah, go for it. Are you doing against the one that's almost dead or the fresh one?
The fresh one, because he hit
nice.
me and
Okay.
it made me sad.
Okay.
I hit attack, but I didn't roll. I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully, it doesn't double roll.
Okay, yeah. I just triple checked. Fire, acid, and other types of ongoing damage can be stopped with narrative actions like stop, drop, and roll, or dive into water. Bleed has no narrative auto removal, requiring feats and abilities to get rid of. Damn. Okay. As you fire off your as you fire off your spell, it just deflects off the creature's robotic carapace.
Damn. All right, that's me.
Metal
I'll just
shell.
be over here bleeding.
All right. You hear the gurgling sounds of the slime within the robot, angry that you would dare attack it. You take a single point of bleed damage, and then a scab forms.
Nice.
Right, yeah, that's how you do it. It's that easy. It's that easy. Don't even do anything. It just goes away. Cloudhoof, you're up.
Look at me go.
Just rolling dice.
Cloudhoof,
Alright.
you are restrained. When you are restrained in Pathfinder, the only thing you could do is try to escape from restrained.
Then I guess I will try to do that. It's just a escape.
Yes. Well, I think you can also think. You can do like recall knowledge, but oh, no problem, no problem. You break free of its vice grip arm. You have 2 Pac-Mans remaining.
Unfortunately, that counts as action, so.
It does count as an attack, yeah. So you would be at -5 on your first one.
Try to strike him. It's okay, I'm hitting hard tonight. Alright.
Nice. Give me some damage. All right, that damage, because of the electric part, is going to be enough. It dies.
Hell
It
yeah.
dies. It starts to like glow, and then smoke just comes out of it, like a green sort of smoke, and it collapses on the ground.
No.
You see the slime that is inside of it start to form up into some other creature.
I wonder if it's going to be a slime.
Maybe.
This is
As
where
it's-
Crash introduced the slime girl waifus.
Hey, this ain't all the way.
This ain't
All right.
Shackles.
So, oh wait,
That's
that's
the spiritual successor
that was-
of Skull Shackles.
that was the wrong slime. That was the wrong slime. Sorry.
That was a big slime, God.
There we go. Look at that thing. Look at how cute it is. Oh my god. All right.
You attacked me. Smicka.
All right, you gonna smack it? Hell yeah.
So we'll do our third strike.
It's that map 10.
Killed my mecha suit.
All
Prepare to die.
No,
All right, as you
that one.
swing on it, it misses by a large margin. All right. The creature has nothing to do for that. You just sort of like swing wildly, and it just sort of like splatters against the floor to avoid the attack. All right, play passes to Lorit.
Loritz enters gorilla stance and then goes in for some attack. I have a feeling slime can't be prone. That's just that's something I feel in my heart. I don't know if it's true. Here's the gorilla.
You would be
attack.
surprised in this system. You would be surprised.
How do I go into it? Where's my gorilla attack? There it is. Okay. That's +2 cover.
I don't know why it gave it +2 cover. That's kind of weird.
When it hits,
It's still
otherwise.
missed by. It's still missed by. Missed by 1. I wonder why it actually. I don't
Well, in that
see anything
case,
that would be
I'd
giving a cover. Yeah, so it hits. Give me some damage.
Are you saying it hits? Because I could spend my DM.
Oh no,
or
no,
my
no. You missed by 1, so
Okay.
the +2 cover. Yeah, it would have hit.
And I go for a second on my flurry. Fortitude save DC 18.
Yeah.
If it can be stunned.
Oh yeah, it can be stunned.
And then I'm going in for a map strike.
Oh, it's got to do. There we go.
So that would have been a 6. It would have been a 16. Was the D.
I'm trying to roll the save. It's taking forever on my side.
I'm pretty sure I'm 1 off on this one.
Yeah, that one hits as well. Again, I don't know why it's giving you cover. Maybe because it thinks you're stuck in the wall. I don't know. That's weird. Okay.
So I combine the damage of these 2 attacks, 6, 7, 13, if in case it has any kind of resistance or hardness.
Okay. Hold on. Fortitude save. So I have this thing where you can merge with the previous thing. There we go. So boom, it makes 1 damage for me. Nice. Damage. Ooh, it takes all that damage and is bloodied.
Okay. And I'm just gonna go for map 10, I guess, because that's pretty low.
Okay.
No, that's in that one.
Oof. Alright. Let's see what happens. Is this bludgeoning damage?
Yes.
Alright. As you go to swing on the creature, it says you rang your own bell. So I guess you're flailing your gorilla arms so much that you bonk your head or hit yourself in the head. Until healed, you are deafened. Which, I mean, kind of has mechanical effects. Most do the spellcasters, but yeah. Alright, that's 3 Pac-Mans. Play passes to Isaac.
Alright. So, there's that slime.
Mm-hmm.
Can I recall knowledge? See if I can
Yeah,
gain
sure.
any detail.
Okay. Yeah, you know what this is. This is a soul slime. This is a person's soul that wasn't able to pass on to the other side, and it became slime. You may ask one mechanical question about it.
Does it have any weaknesses?
It is weak to fire.
Alright, that's what I'll do then.
Alright.
I'm going to pull out a versatile vial. The element fire. I'm gonna throw it at it.
Okay, yeah, that is gonna hit. Give me some damage.
I'm doing it without the splash damage.
Right. Alright, so as you damage the creature, you see that it is not actually weak to the fire damage, indicating that it might not be a soul slime.
Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe I've made poor life choices. Well, I'll try electricity this time.
Okay. That is gonna hit. Give me some damage. Alright, it takes that damage.
And that's all I got.
Alright, it is, I think, on its last legs. Play passes to Gold Leaf.
Was it just a normal response to the electricity damage?
It was just normal response, yeah.
Gold Leaf is going to first cast shield.
Worth mentioning, I don't know why the mini is so big, but these are small creatures. These slimes, yeah.
Well, that's why I can't hit him. That makes sense then.
There you go. Nice.
That's it for now.
Oh, okay. Alright. Play fast with the sleepy clockwork fabricator. It's just gonna attack the nearest thing. The nearest thing is gold leaf. Alright. It's gonna target you with chainsaw arm. Let's see. What does sweep do? Let me see. This weapon makes wide sweeping or spinning, making it easier to attack with multiple enemies. When you attack with this weapon, you get plus 1 bonus. If your attack roll, if you already attempted to attack a different target. Oh, never. Oh, alright. Well, in that case, it'll move here, so it could chainsaw you and Jade. There we go. Alright, first one is for you.
More robots.
But we established that only named NPCs get cards, so don't stress on that. Don't stress on that. We don't even look at it. We won't even look at it.
I'm not even stressing.
We're not even stressing. Alright, cool. Here's some critical chainsaw damage, which will cause double bleed.
Thanks, you're just getting out of the way early.
How early, bro? How early?
You realize it's only 850, right?
Let's see. Alright, you take 20 damage.
Can I spend a hero point to have the automaton re-roll his?
Unfortunately,
You know, I feel like
no.
that's fair, right?
Yeah, that is a house rule that people do use, but we do not. All right.
I'm gonna.
Crash, you're such a hard ass.
No, this is soft crash. We talked about this. This is soft crash.
Yes.
When I see
Oh,
it.
Crash, you're such a hard ass.
No, I take it back. The robot falls down dead. You win.
Okay, that's a little too soft.
That's a hell of a.
Don't be fucking.
That's a
All
hell
right,
of a-
do you have something for this gold leaf? Because it's still trying to chainsaw, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction for shield blocking with shield. So.
Oh, okay,
that's
okay.
gonna
Just try to
it by
reduce the damage.
5.
Okay.
But yeah, the also goes through. Oh,
All right,
give me double
then.
damage. Son of a bitch. I'll add 15 to that.
Okay.
Wait, no. 20.
I got a question.
What's up?
Am I supposed to take that damage too?
No, you're getting this next attack.
Oh boy!
Yeah. Wow, Lex, you were just wrecking your character over there. You were just destroying them. You deleted them completely. They're not even an initiative anymore. Okay. Here, we'll put you back in.
I was trying to do some adjustment.
Alright. Let's see. Sorry, like in my Wednesday night game, I do a lot of more like, you know, helping them with their hit points and stuff like that. So it's like I'm still in that mode. So I applied the damage to you, even though you're a big boy and you can apply damage yourself, and that's why you ended up taking the damage twice. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I was just I was in that mode. All right, you were right before the robot. There you go.
Crash so helpful, he unhelpful.
Yeah. All
It
right.
recurs and it's looped back on itself.
Songbow, to you. You watch this thing run up, chainsaw through 2 of your allies, blood sprays out, sap and blood spray out everywhere. What do you do?
I say, that's gross. And then I'm going to see if I do the 2-action let people move thing, they're going to move away from it, and then I'm going to be closest to it. So I'm going to do a 2-action attack instead.
Nice.
I blast him with lightning, except I think I miss.
Ooh, yeah, it goes wide of the mark, crackling out of your hands and across the ceiling of the passage.
We learned what their armor was earlier, right? Was it just 16?
I believe you have seen a hit land on a 19.
Oh Jesus! I thought I rolled much worse than that and still hit it last time.
Slimes had like a 16.
Yeah, slimes are pretty low. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hero point reroll that one.
Okay. Oh, always nice to reroll into a critical hit. All right. Give me some damage.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. All right, 22 points of electric damage. It has weakness to electric damage. Ends up taking 26 damage total. It is bloodied.
Excellent. As my second action, I would like to recall knowledge on the slim.
All right. You know what this is. This is the drift slime. So a drift slime, you're pretty sure, is a slime that has been feeding on or infused with elemental air. Maybe it was eating floatstone. Either way, it is a slime that has a 20-foot flight speed now.
Nice.
Yeah. You may ask one mechanical question about it.
Hit me with them weaknesses.
It has no weaknesses.
We can't beat them, guys. No, I say they're drift slimes. They can probably fly. And that's my turn.
All right. As if to accentuate your point, this drift slime, it do start flying. And apparently it has regeneration. Because it is touching mud or slime. Yeah, I mean, there was slime all in the robot, and yeah. All right. You see it start reabsorbing like its own like oozing slime that got everywhere. The mucus dripping out of the robot. It starts floating in the air. It's trapped between the two elements. You got earth and you got air. What is it gonna do? Yeah, it hasn't been knocked down. It's got all three of its actions. How big is this thing? 15-foot cone? That sounds fun. Okay. Let me see. What's that template look like? How do I get the most heroes possible? I think Cloudhoof, you are preventing it from using its cool breath weapon. Aw, you big boy, you blocking the whole passageway. That's fine.
Sad for them.
It will breathe all over you. It just turns itself inside out and just starts gushing at you, just gushing all over you. Go ahead and give me a reflex save and throw. 21, hell yeah. So you're going to take half damage of this Poisano damage. Oh man, 1 point of poison damage. Then the creature, since it cannot get past you, is going to try and strike you with its body. Like a low-level Pokemon. But it misses. Alright. Play passes to Jade. Oh, wait, hold on. Because you did take a single point of damage from the slime, I need you to give me a DC 18 Fortitude save against slime rot disease.
Ooh.
We're gonna use a hero point.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Nice.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. No slime rot disease for you. Well done.
What are you
Just
like?
all right.
Do you have some
man.
sort of bad experience with a disease in this game or something? Like,
Right?
Immunity.
All right, Jade, to you.
Oh boy. All right. I feel like I could do something with Eldritch Lance, even though I missed the last time. Still feel like I could do something with it this time, so I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Point blank. Just empty it right into the robot. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Sure. Damn.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna hero point reroll that.
Oh yeah, do it. Session's almost over. Burn them.
Wait,
What? I'm trying to be supportive.
All right, that makes me feel better.
Hey, all right, give me some damage.
He's already playing out the party TKO. He's planning for you.
That's all good. It's all good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, max damage. Very nice. All right. Let's see. Ah, yes. So, how do I tell you this? The robot is immune to mental damage.
But there's a slime in the robot.
Yeah, but you got to get through the robot to get to the slime.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that would be the case or not.
Yeah.
It was worth
I got
it.
you.
It was worth
I got
it.
you. It's all right. Anything else from Jade?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a move. I'm gonna
Okay.
squeeze this way.
All right. I mean, you could go over here by yourself. There was no monsters over here. Wink.
Yeah, sure. Let me just mosey on down that way.
Nice.
No, I'm good. I'm good right here.
Ah, okay. Round 3, Cloud Hoof. You're up.
Alrighty.
Jade takes 1 point of bleed damage and gets a scab. Incredible.
Good.
We'll form the clouds and do some monstrous jaws.
Take max damage.
Strike down this critter.
I can see the future.
Ooh. Alright, that is gonna hit. That is gonna be damage against this poor little swime. This little baby swime right here. Alright, him die.
Hey, I approached with coolness and you attacked me. You get smacked.
Alright, you got what, 2 more Pac-Mans?
Yeah, so you will move up here. Try to circle around. Do another movement. I got how much movement I got? I got 40 movement. Jeez.
Oh, you have
And do
40
another move
movement?
action. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I took Swift for the racial and the elemental.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I figure I'm going to be the big character who can move.
Yeah, man.
Considering how often you will probably have to squeeze, having a good speed is very important.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, and then? Is that your
I
3?
took both my move actions to get
All right.
back here behind the clockwork.
Alright, Lawrence, you're up.
Lawrence will advance 1 stride.
Oh, need to switch out a ruler. Here we go. And make it. There you go. I target. And I presume I have flanking with Cloud Hoof.
Yes.
And I'm still in gorilla stance. So go for a flurry. Come on, do the thing. I'm gonna re-roll that dice.
Okay.
Where'd we? Okay.
All right, that's gonna be a hit.
Image. Nice. 10.
All right,
Um,
and let's
If
see.
he can't be stunned, fortitude save. I'm gonna go in.
I'm double checking on Robit. Unconscious is on there. It doesn't say anything about stun, so I will roll it. All right, I'll try to roll it. Hold on.
Roll
All right,
2 while you're at it.
Okay.
Damn. Okay. And then here comes second damage. That's good. 5. A total of 15 damage together. And then I'm gonna go for super map, I guess. Or no, I'll stay up in here. Yeah. That's a miss. And that's my turn.
Okay. By combining the damage, you did 4 more damage than you would have done with separate attacks, so that was good. All right. Play fastest to Isaac.
Great. So I'm going to target the little robot. I'm going to throw a versatile vial at it. Alright, I hope damn.
That's going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
The creature's defensive mechanisms kick in and it just smashes it in the air.
Alright. Alright. Let's go again.
That's going to hit. Oh, very nice, very nice. All right, it takes the damage. It takes some extra damage. It is on its last legs.
Sorry, I'm just making sure. Alright, I'm going to pull out an alchemist spot. I'm going to toss one of those at it. Can I please stop rolling 5? Please.
All right, it hits the creature. Fire rolls across it. I think it would still take the splash damage, right? Because it's a hit on the target, but not a critical miss.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's just 1 point of fire damage.
I clicked the damage button, but it didn't roll.
Okay, that's cool.
That might be me though.
I'll do it manually. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, and that's your 3 Pac-Mans.
Yep. I have to check moderate alchemist fire because I don't know if it's 2 or not for splash.
Oh, it might be, yeah. All right. Gold leaf to you.
Everyone has a plan until we get punched in the mouth.
Very true.
You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Grab a piece of debris. Screw it, do this one. I at least want to do something this turn. Roll that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. Hit for less than 13 for whatever resistance it has.
Yeah, so 13 is gonna hit, but it is so low on health that is gonna be enough to finish the creature off.
Nice.
All right. oozing out, you see a little slime.
Cool. And then I'm gonna step away from it.
Okay.
I can just roll. Yeah. What's my name? Oh, it's because of the movement thing.
What? What do you mean? Okay.
Alright, and then I move away because the two front liars are here. Like I called my big brothers to get this bullet. Alright, that's it for me. And then now I take damage.
Maybe. No, for sure you're going to take damage. But
I take quite a bit of damage.
I guess this is a troubleshooting question. It has nothing to do with the session itself. But is anyone else having very slow performance in Foundry tonight?
Did you just clear the chat?
Yeah, I did just clear the chat.
Okay, I was like, because my chat just disappeared.
Yeah. I cleared chat because that almost always speeds up play for everybody. But I'm wondering if the mod that's causing the issues is just for me, or if it's for
I'm not
everybody.
having. I'm not having a bunch of slowness. So I think
Same thing
maybe,
happened last night too. Or it's my browser setting. There might be something in my browser that's not happy. Didn't think about that.
So you got back? Did you turn back on? Like you said, you reset a whole bunch of stuff before you left. Did you turn back on that hardware acceleration and stuff?
That's probably what it is. Okay.
Yeah, it gets real bitchy at you if you don't.
I'm using Brave browser, which is really good, but also sometimes it decides that a function of a website is bad. Yeah. All right. Cool.
No, we don't like that one.
Pretty much, yeah. Let's see. All right, that's fine. I'm running well enough, so I can make it through. All right, Songbo, you're up.
All right, we're gonna blast him.
Nice.
Specifically with cold.
What did they say? Near max damage, failure.
Incredible.
So proud of you.
A
17 and it's a hit. I'm gonna deal some damage to him. 11 points of Burzard's chili in here damage.
Okay. The slime shivers adorably as you deal this damage to it.
It does have a pretty cute token.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. Look at it. A little floating blob. Got a little chill.
Little
Got little
eyeball
chunks.
light.
Yeah.
Two eyes that peer to the void.
Yeah. Okay, is that your 3 Pac-Mans?
Technically that was just 2.
Ooh, alright, what you got for that third one?
It's a great question. And I'm afraid the answer is kind of nothing. These... You said these are like infected with air element, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are elemental air-infused slimes.
Would extract elements do anything to it?
Ooh, I don't know. Well, let's see. Extract elements.
Yeah,
Extract elemental matter from a creature's body to weaken it and take its power for your own. Target a creature within 30 feet that has a trait matching one of your kinetic elements, or is made of one of your. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean it. It do have the. It has earth, water, elemental, and air traits.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. That's a DC 19 Fortitude save for it.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Here we go. It fails critically.
Oh, nice. So, critical failure. It is going to take 4d4 untyped damage.
Do it. Damage with no damage type. You rarely see that in this game. That's impressive.
There's the first section.
Mm-hmm.
And here is the second.
Oh my. Alright. It takes 7 untyped damage.
Alright, and that is then all 3 for me.
Alright. Play passes to Jade.
I don't feel any too helpful in this situation.
Sometimes just being there is enough.
Jade likes to think so.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna squeeze through all of my friends to get to Gold Leaf. And then I'm a cast them. I'm a lay on hands Gold Leaf.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Jade.
And then that leaves me with just one Pac-Man left. I guess. You know what? What recall knowledge is just one Pac-Man, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. Why not? Why not?
All right. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yeah, you know what these are. These are ooze lads. They're the souls of little boys that got lost in the mines. The only food they had was slime. I turned them into a slime monster. Let me ask me one mechanical question about slime lad or ooze lads. Excuse me. Or, I mean, because you definitely passed for sure.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. What was this slime lad's name before it became a slime?
Oh, that's a great question. It was actually Benedict.
Benedict Cumberbund.
no surname.
Arnold.
All right, Benedict's turn. All right, let's see. Benedict looks around. There's a lot of people. It is going to drift over here. Then it is going to turn itself inside out and vomit all over everybody. Maybe not everybody. Let's see. It'd be
Benny,
cool.
no.
It'd be cool if it was everybody. Aw.
You had a Beast King contract drafted for you and everything. How dare you do that?
Oh, really? Shit. Ah, there we go. That gets everybody. I think it gets... Wow, that's great. Isn't that a great one? Look at that. That's really good. Alright. Nah, shoot. I'm sorry. It's gonna miss you, Goldleaf. Alright. So, Loritz, Songbow, Isaac, and Jade, go ahead and give me DC 17 reflex saving throws against poison. If you take any damage from this poison, you might get slime rot. Oh!
Or it's like jumps up and clings to the sides of the wall.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to use my hero point reroll.
Okay.
I'm glad I did.
Damn. All right. So you just drop flat on the ground and let it hit Jade right in the face. Fantastic.
Oh.
All right.
Ooh, that was super close.
All right.
I'm glad I saved myself.
Jade, you and Songbow are each gonna take.
It was a 17, right?
Oh yeah. You're gonna take half, right? So you're gonna take 3 points of damage, and then Songbow, you take 6 points of damage, and then I need you guys to give me fortitude saves against slime rot. Hold on. There we go. Let's see those fortitude saves against slime rot. Nice. No slime rot for you.
Had a plus 11.
Ooh. All right. Is it slime rot time?
That sounds gross. I'll re-roll that one too.
Okay. I'm sure this is the only time you'll be exposed to it. So.
Yeah, exactly. I'm building up my immunity early.
Okay.
That's how it works, Chris.
No slime rot for you. No slime rot. It didn't get in your mouth after all. All right. That is its 3 actions. Play passes to Cloud. Ooh.
This is the second time Songbow has taken damage. This island is cursed. Cursed, I tell you. It's cursed. We're all doomed. They made a god bleed.
This is us down. Scoot up a little bit. Form the cloud jaws and strike. For 10.
Yeah. Alright, as you smash into this creature, you realize that maybe it don't got weaknesses, but it don't got resistances either. It died. And that's that. Nice job.
Nice.
That was bumping combat music.
Right? That music was brought to you by Mech Warrior 5.
Very nice.
Yeah. I'll end encounter.
Isaac, I may need some help.
Oh, wait, we can't end. Shit. We can't end encounter because you're bleeding. My bad. I think you said that, and I was like, no, it's fine. Alright. Let me see. I can remember the order. You were like, it was Cloudhoof, and then it was Lorit, Isaac, and then it was Goldleaf, then it was Songbow, and then it was Jade. Okay. So I'll just put you like this until we get this sorted out, or he bleeds to death. Alright, so...
Which is really its own way of getting it sorted out.
Cloudhoof, you have 2 more Pac-Mans, I guess. What do you want to do with them?
I got one more, because I had to move to get up.
Oh, okay.
I guess just get back here and try to keep a lookout. I don't know what else is going on. So.
All right, yeah, you move to the intersection. You look around. You see the B team. They are looking around, weapons drawn, in case more things try to sneak up on you guys. Wink. All right, play passes to Lorit.
I will leave that to those better suited to the task. I'm gonna set up a defensive post over in this area. Can I roll perception? Just make sure there's no threats around.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Give me a, I think they call it a seek action in this. Okay. You're straining your ears. You don't.
Oh wait, I can't hear anything. I'm deaf.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you look
Strictly
around.
sight.
Yeah, you look around in the darkness. You do see that there is a lake of slime up ahead, and there are also some crates right here.
I know better to investigate them before the party collected them.
I've been playing the hell out of that Oblivion remaster. You know I'm looting those crates.
There's
All right,
nothing
I'll
useful in them ever.
I'm gonna call my turn. I'm just gonna stand here.
All right,
and,
sounds good. All right, Isaac, can you help this boy? Do you have street wounds?
I do, but we also have like administer first aid, stop bleeding.
Yes, do that one. That's the one. Yeah. All right, so this goes against the DC, I believe, of the effect that caused the bleed. I don't think a 13 is gonna hit it.
I'm sorry. I can't roll over like a fucking 5 tonight. So.
Yeah, it'd be a 15.
Damn.
Yep.
Well.
And it's 2 Pac-Mans, so yeah, you won't be able to do it again this turn. Okay.
Can he
all right.
do a regular aid?
Oh, you mean like to give you a +2?
I guess.
Yeah. He could do that. Yeah, that's within the rules.
I have an elixir of life I could give you.
Hold on.
Hold on to.
I have a multitude of heal spells I can use. Wink, wink.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well,
there's no lack of healing. It's just, yeah, I don't. Yeah.
If you get healed all the way, you stop bleeding, right?
Maybe. Huh? I'm not even sure.
Correct. Yeah, if you get healed to full, you do stop bleeding.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. That doesn't sound. That sounds too good to be true. Let me double check.
Okay.
That's way too good to be true.
You cannot use aid to help with flat checks. Aid is for other things like skills and attacks. Is what it says. All right. It's like they wanted bleed to be one of the worst things that could happen to you in the game. All right. Well, does bleed go away if you get healed to full? I think it's wounds that go away if you get healed to full.
Yeah, that's definitely for wounds.
Nope. I'm surprised at this point. It's not like, bro, just make the flat check already. All right. So play passes to Goldleaf. Goldleaf. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna make this flat check, right? Everything's fine.
I'm
all right.
trained in medicine, so I can't do anything to help.
All right, give me a D20. Get a 15 or higher.
Alrighty, let's go. You
Oh! All right, here's your 2d6 bleed.
Okay, I'll. Actually, you know what? I may want to keep that. No mind.
All right, here's
I'll take the bleed.
All right, 11 points of bleed damage.
Owie.
All right, Songbow to you.
Excellent.
I mean, to speed it up, we can't just make it like Isaac and Goldleaf back and forth until somehow the bleeding stops.
I look at Goldleaf and I pat him on the shoulder and I say, "That's rough, buddy." And then I pass turn.
Okay. Jade, do you have anything?
Sucks.
I mean, if I can't heal him to full and it stopped, then I don't think I can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you could heal him to keep him from dropping to get, wounded or whatever, or you might want to save the heals for if he really can't do this and he gets to like the point that he's gonna die. You might want to save the heals for that. All right, back to Isaac. Isaac, let's see that medicine check. DC 15, bro.
Please.
Just put the band-aid on it.
Oh, no.
He only got hit with the chainsaw arm. All right.
Well.
Give me the D20 roll, Goldleaf. We're gonna speed through this. You're either gonna die here, or you're gonna get rid of it. Hey. All right.
I like the idea of that.
That's my sound. You can't leave me.
as I'm digging out the band-aid, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I thought that was like a soul slime. I swear. I studied slimes for 3.5 years. I'm just like going on. I'm digging for a band.
Yeah, just like not very well, I guess.
Yeah, well, I was on a lot of drugs.
As one does.
I heard that if you study under the effects of drugs, like whatever state you study in is the state that you should test in. So maybe we just need to get you super high right now.
There could be. What the hell? What was I doing? I was doing something, wasn't I?
Oh, you guys were exploring these mines.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna walk past Scully. You should talk to a doctor. You look pretty beat up.
Hey, Doc, where you going?
What? What?
I just showed the big gash that I have on my side. You got something for this?
I can treat Woo.
Be nice.
Okay. Well, hold still.
Also, I think Ms. Jade also took a few hits. Hey.
All right, you gonna be healing everybody for a hot minute?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gameplay.
Okay. All right. And is it still 10 minutes for you to heal?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Damn, dude.
Is anyone else out?
Outside of combat, it's like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. You have all the time in the way. Nobody's straight up dying right now, so. Is there anybody else who needs healed? Do we want to wait another 10 minutes and then have Gold Leaf, like, have you get healed
I've only
again?
taken 1 damage so far, so.
It should be alright to keep going.
Right.
Actually, you know what? No. Pathfinder expects almost every combat you're at full HP. I'll take it.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
That's a valid thing to point out.
They're like, you have the resources. Suck it up.
While that's going on, Cloud Hoof, you could go ahead and give me a harvesting check to get these slimes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna need another 10 minutes.
And what did we say was the harvest check? Is it? I'm sorry, it's been a while.
Survival.
Okay.
Like, I'll double check, but I think it's survival. Let's see.
I don't think it's tanning. I got profession tanning. That's only +6 though.
Yeah, that would just be for the hide, which the creatures do not have any. Let me see. Hyper focus crafting, speed up the process, handling the loot, potential loot, harvest a creature. Harvesting a creature is actually the crafting skill. The harvest creatures. My bad. What is your modifier to crafting?
+6.
Oh, +6. Okay, that's still going to be a success. All right, off of these guys, you get drift slime, which, it seems like the appropriate drop from a drift slime. Has a market value of 5 gold, but it can be a core ingredient in potions of levitation. I'll drag it over to your sheet. 1 and 2.
Be great. So something like that, it makes your inventory lighter instead of actually heavier.
That'd be kind of cool too. Yeah, you put it on like gear to make it lighter. Oof, that's a good idea.
I was thinking just keeping it in your inventory bag. It makes your bag lighter.
Slot it in like we did the gems that we very rarely used in Mythic. I think the only actual use we got out of it was to make Andronicus immune to fire damage while he had the lava axe.
It's still pretty cool. We're still pretty cool. Let's see. All right, and then off of the clockworks, you can give me a roll on that also.
I figured I'd leave the clockworks to the craftsman.
Okay.
Because that's more their bailiwick. Cool word you don't get to use very often.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
What'd you get?
I got 31.
31. God damn. All right. Off of them, you were able to get 20 gold worth of clockwork components, which I will add to your. You want me to add to the party? I don't think you can carry them. They're pretty heavy.
Yeah, and then basically everything in the party lead is just being carried by Cloudhook.
Oh, okay.
And or I guess amongst the B team. I don't know.
Let's see.
That's actually, I think, decent question. Can we bring a certain amount of extra supplies with us that's only accessible out of combat that we can say the B team is carrying? And then it might, however much that weighs, might depend on who is there.
If that is like the ability of that NPC, does that make sense? You know, like
Okay, so
there's
unlike,
been NPCs there's been NPCs in the past that are like you don't worry about encumbrance, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Let's see. What else are you guys able to get off of these guys? Okay. A buzzsaw axe. Nice. All right. So that would be way too high level to give you a buzzsaw axe. It'd be really cool though. I tell you what, you guys would be able to figure out how to make a buzzsaw axe based on your natural 20
nice.
there.
We can add it to like our formula book.
Yeah. It is a level 11 item.
Sweet.
Yeah. Once per hour, you can actually launch the buzzsaw axe, and it flies off, leaving behind a trail of carnage in a 120-foot line. Something to look forward to, I guess. Nice. Okay. What now, y'all?
Put that shit in my formula book.
I'm gonna see if we can. Sorry. I was gonna see if we could wait another 10 minutes so I could do treat wounds on Gold Leaf again.
Oh, yeah.
And if so, like
you guys,
he needs to get the immunity removed from him.
There it goes.
Perfect. You're the most healed.
God damn, guys.
Apparently, I had something growing inside me. You just remove it.
Yeah. Well, you see, we call this a kidney.
I remember what that is. But thank you.
You're welcome.
But out of character, that check that Songbook made for the clockwork parts, would we be able to use some of those to reinforce the Gale Cutter?
Ooh. Rather than like sell them.
It's more yes and no. They would be able to be used towards repair costs for the ship. So they would kind of just represent like residuum in a, crafting of machinery sort of way. Yeah. They are in a way their own sort of economy. Also, they would count towards the stuff where you guys can craft your own, like, monster part weapons. It would be essentially like anything related to like the metal or clockwork traits.
Right. Second question: would we be able to? I think one of the items on the list was weapon systems. Would we be able to use some of this stuff for crafting?
Buzzsaws, ship-mounted buzzsaws.
Yeah, let me
guns.
Yeah, let me check.
We're just essentially making rail guns. It's nail gun. Javelin thrower.
Thinking about Sea of Thieves, even a nail gun sounds like a pretty good tool to have on a boat.
Right. Yeah.
Spent a lot of time hammering.
It just changes the repair animation to like Deep Rock Galactic repair animation.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. With your natural 20, you can use the crafting sort of salvaging check off of these guys to get.
I'm just imagining it now, like a nail gun lets you use ammunition.
Okay, so
to do a quick repair.
first of all, you get golem grade pneumatic stabilizers from these golems. So I'll check
heck
that
yeah.
off on the list. And then weapon systems. This would fall under anything you could find. So yeah, you could salvage the working nail gun and have that for your ship.
Nice.
All right. All right.
Just running through
Well
that
done.
list. Alright, so where to next? I wonder if we're gonna run into more of these things. Probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not a bad bet that we will.
Mhm. I would imagine that, with the giant slime river that Luritz just keeps staring at, there's probably going to be some more.
Wait, he's staring at what now?
Well, I think there's a slime river there.
There's a lake of slime over here.
Oh, it's a lake. My fault.
That sounds fun.
It's like the most distorted musical of Swan Lake ever. Oh, welcome to Slime Lake.
Yeah.
Crates.
There are crates.
Oh.
We must search the crates.
I have my rapier and I stab the crate just in case it's a fucking mimic.
Well,
God,
if it
it's a
is,
mimic,
it's gonna
run.
eat you first now.
At least I got one in. That's all I care about.
Damn.
Are we rolling initiative? Is it happening?
No. Sometimes a crate is just a crate. It's okay.
Listen, we have trust issues. We're still living in
I
the
wonder
hard
why.
crash gem times.
We now politely address every container we come across. Excuse me, sir, are you happen to be a mimic?
You have to
If you're
Can I
Yes,
recall
tell me.
knowledge on the crate?
One step at a time, guys. So you stab the crate. You don't open the crate. You like a Diablo character now. All right. So as you stab the crate goes, and it like collapses on itself because of the rotten decay. And you see pouring out of the crate are dead rats. Mostly milted. And they just sort of pour all over your feet and your boots, and they start pouring over Jade's little feet.
That's just nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, Jade throws up.
Oh yeah. Some of them are like translucent, where the slime has sort of like started to
Fuse it?
terraform them on a biological level. Yeah.
Jade's got her water skin out and is washing off her little toesies with her soap.
Makes sense.
Not blame you. Yeah. So,
Okay, maybe I'll just leave the rest of those alone.
Isaac,
Mhm.
I cannot hear anything. Can you take a look at my ears?
Oh, yeah. There.
Okay. That would just be a DC 15 medicine check or any amount of healing, like magical or otherwise.
There, well. I'll treat wound.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're lucky I had super glue in there.
His ears literally fell off.
Yeah, I'm like gluing it back on.
Nap.
Maybe I don't stand up by myself.
All right. All right. So did you peer in at the what is it? 40-foot by 15-foot pond of ooze. When you do, you see that or you feel the air shift in this cavern, growing thick and warm, like walking into the mouth of something alive. A vast, slow churning pond of green-black slime dominates the chamber, its surface broken only by the occasional bubble that rises, trembles, and pops with a wet kiss. The stone around the pond is veined with a dim bioluminescence. There's a sickly pulse to it, as if the cavern is breathing. You see bones, mostly of rats, line the water's edge. Some are old and clean, others aren't. On the far side, a rusted mining bucket swings slowly on a collapsed cable line, dipping just barely into the slime and then lifting again, as though still working on a job no one remembers. The silence here isn't empty. It's watching. Okay, so no, not going in there? Got you, I got you.
I'm good.
What about the stone that's in his carts?
That is also corrupted floatstone.
It's radioactive. Don't touch it.
You keep saying that word a lot.
I don't know why. For some reason, I feel like it's radioactive.
That like radiant damage.
Something like that.
I think it means that you can like hear it from far away, like on the radio.
No. Oh, I think it means it's just. I think he means radiant active.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? That does sound good. Yeah, it's radiant active.
I hear if you put it in a drink, it tastes really good.
Ooh, Songbow, as you approach this room, your skin begins to crawl, as if something is burrowed beneath it and moving between the thin space of your flesh and your muscle tissue, finding a way deeper inside you.
Is this what radioactive feels like?
The tunnel widens.
Ask if he has fucking fleas.
And the ceiling, damn, bro. And the ceiling yawns high above. This was once, this was once a hub connecting the different areas of the mine. A proud beating heart of the dwarves' ambition, but now it's a mausoleum. Floatstone deposits jut from the walls like frozen lightning. Their once radiant silver sheen, now fouled with slick green-black ooze. The corrupted stone pulses faintly, wrong light trapped in trembling crystal. Abandoned minecarts litter the floor, their wheels half submerged in slime or fused in place with rust. Pickaxe and helmets lie scattered like dropped thoughts. Too many of them. One cart is overturned, its contents spilled. A mixture of broken ore and a very clean rib cage of humanoid origin. The air hums with the residual magic of something terrible gone awry. The room feels wrong in every way. You hear a moaning coming from the entire room.
I think maybe I think maybe we shouldn't go in this room up here.
Is it the creepy moaning?
It feels weird, and it looks weird, and it sounds weird.
It's a creepy moaning, huh?
And I don't see anything that looks like an airship part. So I think maybe we just avoid it.
Keep moving.
That was a hub, though, at some point, so we might end up having to go through there later.
I'm all for continuing to go down the tunnels. I don't like the creepy.
Okay.
I
That
feel
was
like we're missing out on content.
That's true. We are supposed to last like 12 years in this campaign.
You see a narrow side passage, like a Minecraft character was thinking this would be a good spot for a tunnel, but didn't come back to it.
This looks like a storage space that Minecraft character made.
Yes, it is choked with slime, clogged spider webs.
I feel like that's just redundant. Huh.
You do see, though, that the mine tracks, where they still exist, do seem to be heading in this direction. And you see that they go off into the distance.
From an ecological standpoint, it's fascinating the fact that all these things seem to be slowly morphing into ooze entities.
It's also terrifying.
Yeah, I think maybe terrifying is a better word than.
Oh, yeah. You from where you're standing, Goldleaf, you do see a robot wander into view.
Oh, shit.
And then it sort of like walks around, and then it disappears out of sight.
Found another one of those robot things. I mean, it's worth taking these things down, right? Like, we got some pretty good parts off of that thing.
That's
You have
true.
a point.
The last time we talked about fighting something in front of it, it attacked us. So
This time we're about 60 feet away, so we're fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the way down a hallway, you
Yeah.
know?
There's some distance this time. See? We're learning. That's character growth.
Songbow, you do see they got a little crane going on over there, and it looks like a bottomless pit.
that pit and that crane, though, those do look pretty neat. A crane might be useful for repairing the ship. I mean, we'd have to disassemble it to get it out of here, probably. But
I say, I don't know. I can't carry that.
oh, come on! You just have to believe.
Is that how that works?
I don't think you know how carrying things work.
Why carry?
Considering you're a little leaf person.
But yeah, I mean, it is that little robot thing that is extra parts, I guess. Do we feel like it's worth it, or do we just keep on looking through the rest of this place?
I think for now we just keep going.
All right.
Okay. As you reach this point, you hear the Baldur's Gate 1 guys say, you must gather your party before venturing forth. You know that you have reached an area that will go deeper into the complex.
I don't want to go look down that. Kind of want to go look down that hole, but
Oh, if we're already at the
Also,
deeper
maybe-
point, then let's go back. Then I'm sorry.
I mean, there's
we
nothing
going
wrong.
meta
There's
knowledge
nothing
or we
wrong
going
with
character?
There's nothing wrong with going to the next area. I mean,
That's true. That's true.
The pop-up came up. Do you want to continue further?
I'm bringing your whole B team. They're hustling. They're hustling as fast as they can with my dying browser. I'm gonna be pissed if I have to switch back to Chrome after getting everything set up on Brave browser. But
Oh, it's acting that bad.
It's just 2 days in a row, so it's got to be Foundry interacting with my setting. It didn't act up at all during
Monday.
Yeah, it didn't act up until last night and today. So it has to be an update to an app, and it's just an app that as the GM I'm interacting with, and you guys aren't. Which there are certain mods like that. So yeah, I'll
Something in
figure
the
it
back
out.
end.
Yeah, I'm just happy that I can at least run the game. So the question here is: do you go further, or do you go back to check things out?
If we want to progress further, that's fine.
Later. So yeah, go for it.
Oh, all right, you're moving along. Okay, hype.
Now I'm worried. He's excited. What has life taught us? Whenever the GM gets excited, it's time to worry.
You're in danger. Let's see. Let me check my notes.
Oh yeah, we do have that little rock elemental with us.
Gravel.
Gravel.
He's a good boy. He was friends with whoever that spirit was. Whoever that spirit was. Very loyal companion.
I guess he's gonna
energy.
be our little test subject. I mean, our mascot.
Oh, what? Wait, what? Okay. Let's see.
I think last session there was talks of we need live subjects to test about the floatstones epidemic on gargoyles or whatever.
As you follow the broken minecart tracks deeper into the earth, the mine gives way to a broader tunnel. Its floor carved smooth and straight. Rusted rails stretch forward into the gloom, flanked by stone supports, scorched black by steam and time. This is no natural stone shaft. This is a path of purpose, built to haul materials from deep within the mountain to the hydroforge above. But now, it's just long and quiet. Faint echoes of old carts, metal on metal, rhythmic, familiar, almost reach your ears. But it's just the earth remembering. Along the walls, faded warning runes pulse weakly in red. One sparks, then fizzles into nothing. A few hundred feet ahead, the tunnel begins to dip, and a gust of warm, sour air wafts up from below. You are no longer in the mine. This is you are entering a place where the machines died screaming.
It's intense.
I'll transition you to the next area. Let's see. Okay. Grab all you guys, all 50 of you. Take you over to the next scene. It's so bright down here. Let me check something. Oh.
Well, I do have a lantern on, so I don't know if that's doing the right thing.
Oh no. It's on me. Hold on. I need a minute to fix the scene. This is apparently one that I thought I had finished before I left for vacation.
So like I had it checked off on the it's done list, and then it apparently is not done. So hold on.
I can get it going. But you know, like inter-party roleplay opportunity for reals. So it's a long walk from one map to the other.
This place is becoming creepy.
It's been creepy.
I think it's fascinating.
You didn't immediately get the creepy vibe with the demon goats outside?
I mean, well, okay, that's a fair point.
And the slime river?
I feel it's been a little bit of a slow build, and then now that we're seeing a whole lot of other stuff, yeah, I feel like it's starting to hit a crescendo.
Dang. What are the odds that I didn't have this map done?
Like,
time to hang up my hat.
Either
what was the what?
It's done. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Campaign's over.
How could this have happened?
What was the going theory that we had? Maybe the dwarves dug into something?
Oh, the classic dwarves dug too deep.
Yeah. Hear that in a lot of like literature.
There was talk of the. I wasn't there. I can't say that. Unless you guys talked.
Well, no.
Unless you guys shared what the ghost said over the radio. Did you guys share the information?
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
Ooh. Or this would be a time to share it. Yeah.
Yeah. She was saying. Well, she was like disappointed that like she was betrayed. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure what all that was about.
Well, I think they said that they trusted him, and then he.
Who's the him?
We don't know. There was something. Storm Voice, Forgecom Tower 12, I believe. And then they needed help. And then she started talking about being betrayed by some guy, but we never got a.
Yeah, I tried to do a recall knowledge. If there was like any specific individual that I'd like heard of that was in relation to this, and I don't think we found anybody.
That was just a real bad dude.
Yeah, I think when we started trying to ask questions, the voice got angry, and then the whole room started shaking, and yeah.
Oh, right. Then you de-escalated it.
Yeah, but then we de-escalated it too much, and then she went away.
We used our conflict resolution skills.
Very important.
And the entire encounter.
We resolutioned the hell out of that.
All right. Well, the general vibe from your B team is, yeah. Miranda's scared, but she definitely wants to get as many samples as possible because
this ooze. I mean, there's real potential here. Some real potential
for experimental pigments, new colors maybe that have never been experienced before. The possibility of slime from oozes and slime from paranormal entities. You know, that's like a double slime situation. Pretty good. Kalos is he's scared. He doesn't really want to be dealing with this. Seems like a bad situation. Yeah,
that's not good. Silver Eye is just sort of.
I don't think she's creeped out so much as frustrated that you're having to do all of this just to get parts for the ship that the ship should have had in the first place. Like, unfortunate things happen all the time, but also, yeah, it just feels like one bad thing after another.
So she's kind of feeling sorry for herself, spending quite a bit of time, kind of grousing and feeling sorry for herself. I mean, his life has been forfeit. So if this is what he has to do, then this is what he has to do. If you need him to go into an obviously haunted and terrible place and die, I guess that's what he'll do. He'll finally find peace in
We
death.
only need you to do the first half of that, you. We're not gonna let you die here.
I mean, he seems both disappointed and relieved. He's in a weird place about whether or not he wants to be alive.
So this is where I finally meet my end. Oh yeah, we'll keep you around for 5 more seasons there, buddy.
Oh.
Till the end of time.
Thanks, I think. I'm not sure.
This was only supposed to be a part-time gig. Now they want me for season 5.
It's a very office scenario, you know.
All right, thank God. I think I have all the.
What about Sam?
The walls. Oh,
So yeah, Sam definitely agrees that the creep factor is quite high, inappropriately high. He feels like the dwarves definitely got up to something they shouldn't have, and he doesn't know why their problem is going to become our problem, essentially. And he's like, generally the deeper you go, the worse this stuff gets. Like maybe we should just stay here in the creepy mines, and not really tempt fate. We go any further.
Yeah, we could just have you pull the ship.
I mean, there was a lot of parts, I'm saying, that we could have gotten that I just don't think we gave it a fair shake. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
there was.
I mean, I see where you're coming from, but also, look at this place. Look at how it seems like this slime has infected it and spread.
Oh, I'm seeing it. I see that.
And
yes.
then think about how these islands aren't anchored to anything.
Yeah.
What's to stop this island from spreading this infection to all of Terranathus?
Oh, okay. You have a point.
It's the only reason why I'm hesitant to take all of the samples that Miranda is interested in, because I'm not going to lie, I am also very interested in samples. But I'm just afraid that if we take whatever this is out of here, then we're just going to be helping it.
Oh. Like maybe it'll spread?
Yeah. And maybe then there'll just be 2 elemental planes of slime eventually.
That's a horrifying idea.
That's, I don't like that. Yeah, the most responsible thing for us to do is to leave.
No, the most responsible thing for us to do is to fix it.
All right.
It had to start somewhere. Maybe we can unstart it.
You guys arrive in an industrial complex, for lack of a better word. You can see a combination of stone and metal has been used to secure this underground facility. And at one time, it must have done a lot of things. Now it languishes beneath slime and rust. The mine track's end, there was a door to, we'll say, the south, even though south doesn't exist, and a wide passage to the west. To the north, you see all manner of broken machinery.
This is
Does
not
that
what
machinery look useful? Anything you can get out of it, engineers?
Oh, yes, give me a recall knowledge check.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you are checking it out, and someday the rules will pop in for me. Okay. Songbow. It's hard to make sense of all the just wear and tear and the garbo that is here. But Isaac, you have a very good sense of what this equipment was for and what this equipment does. It is essentially this stuff right here, where the power would kind of come down and then feed into this area. However, looking at the state of things, it shouldn't be providing any power to this area because it is completely busted. Goldleaf, you have no idea what this stuff is.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just take a shot.
It definitely looks like parts for airships, but you know that the application is much more civic and industrial.
We check this room.
You do feel, Isaac, that if you were to spend 10 minutes, you could probably get a floatstone condenser ring and an arc-tempered pressure valve out of this these leftover parts.
There's trash in here that we need. I'm gonna talk to Songbow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess let's get disassembling then.
Oh, but also Isaac, with that recall knowledge check, you know that if you disturb this stuff too much, it may trigger a haunt. Because the area you're in is super haunted.
Well, fortunately, these are haunted parts that we need. So we have to do this very carefully. Maybe pull out some occultism.
Before Isaac does a crafting check.
Okay.
Can I do an occultism check to attempt to appease the spirit?
I'll dismantle it. You do the seance.
All right. So with your occultism, you confirm the vibes. This place is definitely haunted. However, the spirits are dormant right now. A critical failure to harvest these parts will likely rouse the dead.
All right, Isaac. Just as long as you don't do really, really bad at this, I think we should be okay.
All right.
So
well, if this were a board game, my rolls
It is
have
a
been
DC
impeccable.
18. DC 18.
Right.
I think unless you roll a literal 1, it's impossible for you to critically.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
it's a
no
crit
problem.
Success, right?
If it was DC 18, you rolled a 28, that would be a critical success. I'll see if you can get both parts out in 10 minutes or less.
Oof.
All right, so as a what parts? A floatstone condenser ring. Did you already have that? Floatstone condenser ring. You did not. All right, and
Never a status
then
spare, even if we did.
and then an arc tempered pressure valve. I see an arc socket spell. Doesn't look like arc pressure valve. Oh, there's a steam jet pressure valve. I wonder if you could sub them out. Yeah, probably. Check.
That's like a middle answer.
I mean, look,
This is just Isaac's internal monologue.
Yeah, right?
I mean, it's a pressure valve.
Close enough.
Like, How fucking complicated is a pressure valve?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it was arc tempered or whatever. That just means it has so many scars.
It's better.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
way better.
That just means it was overpriced. It was just a tag that they put on it.
Yeah, this is the one you get from that Snap-on truck.
Yeah. Miranda runs up and says, arc tempered? Oh, look at all those scars.
God damn it. Ugh.
He says, Isaac, you're so good at this stuff. You're really smart.
Thank you.
It's so weird because the reputation around the city is that you're like I don't know, what did somebody call you? A waste of talent and potential.
Yeah, probably.
Oh. Well, you're not wasting it anymore. Maybe you just need to be a pirate.
I was kicked out of my home.
Oh, because you didn't pay the rent?
No, it's because I got caught doing drugs instead of teaching classes.
Oh. Oh, you lived at the university?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why you should never accept free place to live from your employer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know what? After a hard day, if you want to shoot up a bunch of drugs...
Oh no, I did during class.
Oh.
I had interns teach the classes for me.
She wanders off. Holy, wow, this is pretty great, right? Look at this place.
The story gets better and better.
That's worse and worse as they roll up.
That was what they're for, though, right? Like, they got to get hands-on experience. He got to do what he wanted to. What? Nobody. I don't see the problem.
That's what I said.
Silver Eye looks at you and says, if I had a supervisor who gave me all his work to do, and I found out he was doing drugs the whole time. And she narrows her eye into like a single silver slit, and you know that what she's saying. She would kill them.
Okay, but let's look at it this way. Let's say that all your life you've wanted to be a teacher, but instead you had to be a teacher's helper. But then the teacher said, you know what? You be the teacher. Wouldn't that make you happy?
Oh, it didn't. It didn't make them happy.
Callow says, I mean, yeah, I understand where you're going. That would kind of make me happy, but if I was still a student, I might not be equipped for the job, which is where I would need the teacher to mentor me.
I mean, they had it covered. I mean, it took like 10 years for enough complaints, get rid of my tenure.
It's just getting worse and worse.
You know what?
But all that's
for 10 years, I think that's a pretty good thing.
Oh, it was longer than that. It was just 10 years worth of complaints.
Oh, it was the complaints part.
Yeah. This has been happening a while.
Oh, this has been going on for ages. It's all good.
I thought it was fun. I thought everyone knew. But it's okay. I came up with a addiction suppressant. And as long as I take my addiction suppressant, I have been clean since...
Well, that's
Tuesday.
No. I mean, every day I have to do it. But...
Samuel scratches his beard. He says, so you're addicted to your addiction suppressant?
No. Oh, no. I just don't have the funds to make my actual drug.
So you
I
are
swapped
addicted
out
to it. It's just a placeholder?
Yeah, pretty much. It's cheaper than the actual addiction.
Are you really curing addiction? It just sounds like you're delaying.
I'm replacing. I'm kind of delaying. I don't know what happens if I stop taking it.
Oh.
The mice killed, they exploded.
The mice?
Well, you don't want to test these things out on yourself. That would be insane. So you try them on, like, mice.
Silver Eye turns to you, Larissa, and says, "Look, there's a door."
He's been staring at it this whole time. He's just been just intensely staring at the door, waiting.
Maybe you could punch the door open. Oh, you're both gonna do it. Yeah, it looks pretty rusted out.
It's just a athletics check.
That's a force open, yes.
Force open. Force open. No.
Oof.
Okay, yeah, so as you slam into it, it gets all bent out of shape. It's going to be a -2 for anybody else to force it open.
Alright, Lord's looking give it a try.
She looks down the hallway. Silver Eye says, I mean, I guess we'll just go around.
Wait, that's in the action macros.
We have the professional door smasher and manhole cover lifter.
Okay. As you go to force this door open, with the -2 penalty, the door cannot be opened.
Did I miss it by 1 or? Do I have the faxpiration thing?
No. You missed it by 3 with the -2, so you could try if you get a 3 on the D3.
Oh no, I got the +1 faxpiration thing.
Oh, then yeah, you can't do it.
It's very stuck. Would anyone else like to try to get it open?
I'd probably just mess it up again.
I'm a small leaf fleshy.
Believe in you.
Oh, look, it's a hallway.
You're heading off on your own. I love it. I love it.
I mean, I have.
Up ahead, you see something unusual. You see a very narrow sort of cleft, I guess, in the metal wall. It looks like a small could squeeze through. For the uninitiated, squeezing is a really bad thing to do in this system.
Yeah, no, you can't tempt me with that one.
You could probably fit in there, Golden Leaf.
I'll peer in and try and listen, but I ain't gonna squeeze in through there. Also, you're just as big as me.
Yeah, but I'm like really fuzzy.
I'll try and... Did we? No, I guess we did. I'll try and listen.
As you listen at the cleft, you hear distorted sound of machines deeper inside. Sort of a... like just over and over again.
Hear more machinery.
You know, machinery might be salvaged for skyship.
I mean, slimes and ghosts aside, the captain's instincts were pretty good. Like, this has been kind of a gold mine for airship parts.
True.
Sure.
You know.
Getting quite the grocery list of things.
No dice
What's
on the
that?
door.
Oh, what's this? What's this thing right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, coming around the corner, you see this thing right here. It is labeled in dwarven runes.
Songbow knows.
What'd they say?
Right. So as you read the Dwarven runes, you see that it is a cooling unit.
Was that one of the things we needed?
It is not. But essentially, it uses magic along with machinery to cool things down. Ideally, it would be used to cool down equipment in this facility that overheats. So it would be kind of directing and redirecting cool air or cool water to different parts of the facility. But if you could somehow get this like 3,000 pound machine back to your ship, I mean, it could be air conditioned.
I'm gonna look at Cloud Hoof.
Are there parts of this that I think aren't something that I would be able to like fabricate over time? Or rather, what is the most complicated piece that I would be able to salvage that would save me time to recreate this later?
Oh, yeah. So you could try to learn how to make this, but it would take days. You would have to use the Pathfinder system, the crafting system where you break something down and destroy it, but in the process,
There's not
you
like
learn how
a
to do
part
it.
that just glancing at it, I'm like, that looks really complicated. Let me take that so that I don't have to build it later.
I mean, it's kind of all the parts is the situation.
Okay.
And it is the hub of a system. So you see pipes kind of going from it into the walls and the ceiling. Like this definitely is tied into the whole situation down here.
Do we know what kind of coolant it uses?
Oh, great question. It uses frost crystals. Which is like the which is the fantasy equivalent of ooh, that's a great question. Yeah, give me a crafting check.
Wait, what was the question?
I was nervous there for a second.
Nice. You are confident that you could extract the frost crystals from this machine. It would take about 10 minutes.
So I know we have like important stuff to do here in this area, super haunted. But what if you gave me 10 minutes to salvage the frost crystals from this cooling system?
Have at it.
Would it be used to help on the ship? Because that's the whole reason we came here. So.
Yeah. Probably, maybe at some point in the future after I experiment with it more.
You just have to say yes. That's all.
I mean, I'm gonna whisper.
I guess the answer is it could.
I'm gonna whisper
Alternatively, and then he just shrugs.
I'm gonna whisper to you, Songbow. I say, he's a plant. They like heat, not cooling.
Well, they don't. They also don't like to be too hot, right?
I mean,
makes them all wilty.
I guess.
All right. I'm gonna load I guess the party token down with frost crystals.
Oh good lord! All right.
Songbow sort of
seem like they're still functional.
Puts a.
I mean, they're inactive right now, but essentially they could be used as crafting materials in anything that needs ice or cold related stuff.
What I'm hearing is we could use them as a bomb to solidify slime if we need to walk on it.
Alas, they are not pure frost crystals, which is a level 10 item. Yeah.
Songbow tugs on Isaac's sleeve until he leans down next to him so that he can whisper to him, and he says, I tried to grow a plant once, just like I had a little greenhouse. They all died.
Oh my god.
You should try cacti. The hardy.
Oh, see, like I get some, and then I don't water them enough, and then I try to get something like a cactus, and then I water it too much, and then it also dies. Like I don't know. I'm just really bad with plants. I think probably my relationship with gold leaf is the best relationship I've had with something
plant.
at least plant adjacent, maybe ever.
One time I tried to grow sunflowers, and I got them all seeded.
Oh, was it for the seeds to help with your addiction?
It was actually, yes. I put them outside, and the wind blew them away. So I went to the store, and I just bought sunflowers. It was easier.
My dad grew a sunflower once. It was like 15 feet tall, and the thing was the stalk. It was like thicker than my entire leg.
Yeah. Seems impressive.
Jade, you just watched the ongoing bromance of these two. Wondering if this is what it's going to be like your whole time as a pirate.
Hot. Well, I mean, why do you guys have to keep bickering with one another? Can't we all just get along?
Well, no, we're working through it. There's a lot of crystals. There's so many. Oh man.
Yeah. We should
NPC
probably.
Squad is like, at least there's nothing down here, says Samuel. Like, it's obviously abandoned.
Why did you say that?
What? I'm trying to manifest.
Trying to manifest something.
I hope that there wasn't something here that like gets really mad when it gets warm or something, because it's probably going to get a little warmer now that we salvaged all the frost crystals out of the cooling system. I don't know. They were dormant. Maybe it wasn't doing very much. It's probably nothing.
Well, I mean, Isaac already established that the power down here has been cut, but also Goldleaf did hear machinery running.
I did. It was down there. It was through a very narrow crevice. I'm not sneaking in there.
You're going to venture forth into it boldly. That's also a great decision.
I'm just preparing for what's coming up. It'll take me a little bit to shimmy through this stuff. So, sidestepping as I'm going through here.
Oh, my bad. These are doors at the end of the hallway. Yeah, my bad. Ugh. Okay.
Jade.
These doors also look pretty rusted, but they almost look rusted through, Loritz. You think you could really impress everybody right now and just do like a single palm fist and just scatter them.
Okay, well, to give himself a good chance on that.
Oh, okay.
On his gorilla stance, he gets his D8.
All right.
Goes for a gorilla slam. Why is that macro broken now? But here it comes. Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
Oh my god, yeah, they just disintegrate. Alright, hanging from the ceiling, you see what looks like buckets. Just massive buckets. And you see they're on some kind of rail system. And you see that there's a lot of them, but they are no longer moving. You get the sense that when things were working, these buckets would lower into this pool, scoop up whatever was in the pool, and then continue to take them elsewhere.
Weren't there buckets from the weird goo pond before? Could
You
this
do
be
see that
those
there's
buckets?
a goo pond right here also. Well, these are massive. The bucket you guys saw was like a normal size bucket. These are crucibles almost. Yeah.
Wasn't this place like a water purification place?
Power plant.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a power plant, but also combination like mine. Although maybe the things they were mining they were just using in the power plant.
It was an industrial complex that provided clean water and electricity for the city. Because remember, Tyrannathus was like a city of splendors in Galarian. Yeah.
Of all this machinery, the one thing they didn't have was Geiger counters.
You also see that the area over here, where it would be going further, has caved in and collapsed.
Is there anything in the crucibles?
From the floor, you would not be able to see the contents of the buckets. You do see that this bucket is sort of lowered into the slime, and the other three are up high. You do see that further off map is just a reservoir of slime.
Yeah.
Oh, and how high up are they? Great question. The bottom of this massive bucket is 10 feet off the ground. The height of the ceiling in this room is about 40 feet.
Jeez.
Is there anything in this room that looks scalable?
I mean, the walls are pretty rusted out, crumbling. You know, like the plates that are bolted to the wall to kind of reinforce them are peeling back in places. So you can certainly try to scale them.
Should we get a look inside of the cauldrons?
I could probably stand on Cloudleaf. On Cloudleaf? Cloudhoof and maybe like climb up the side of it. I don't know if I want to, but I probably could.
And fix. They're bleeding into the world.
Or we could have Goldleaf like stand on Cloudhoof's hand, and Cloudhoof could stick his arm up in the air, and then if he fell down, I could.
I would take no
cast.
damage.
Oh yeah, you also don't fall.
I'm literally the only one who does, apparently.
No, me too.
Oh. Oh, man. We should get matching tattoos.
Twinsies.
Ooh, more machinery. Oh, this is big.
Oh,
machinery.
yes. Yeah, further in you see something, some kind of massive pump generator. And oh, okay. You're all kind of heading south. All right, that works.
I think yeah.
Oh, is that not where we? Yeah.
Oh no, it's fine.
Do I hear the ka-chunk ka-chunk?
Not step in the goo.
You do. You hear the ka-chunk ka-chunk. It is not coming from this. This seems to be powered down. But you do hear from around the corner.
Oh, by the gods, that's big.
Yeah, so as you turn the corner, you are in a massive underground industrial complex, and you see that there are pipes that are coming from this generator type thing. And they are passing around and through the room past this other pump type generator type thing, and then they keep going. You can see that ancient machinery is working diligently without a power source, Isaac, to repair the pipeline. You also see that there are 4 obelisks of stone covered in primal runes, as well as a rune circle, and there is a portal in the floor. The portal is filled with glowing energy, and beyond the portal is slime.
I
So
think we found what happened, what caused all this stuff.
Why in the world did they want a portal here?
it's the portal to the slime dimension.
Well, yeah, but why would that be useful in a power plant?
Maybe they're using the slime. Is the slime dimension adjacent to any useful dimension that we're aware of?
Well, I mean, it's a hidden dimension here in the revised era, but essentially, it is not useful at all. No. Oozes have a tendency, like fungus, to seek out, kill, dissolve, absorb. They procreate by absorbing and killing others.
Yeah, that's not good.
Wow, this place is massive.
So in this setting, the slime plane is like a hidden sort of plane, but like, is it and the other para and quasi element, like, are they known of, or are they like?
They would be known to like scholars and stuff like that of planar cosmology and things like that.
Okay.
Oh dang, Goldleaf really wandering off on his own. I like to see it.
This man is adventurous. He seeks adventure, for better or for worse. But he doesn't
not going to interact with the portal.
That.
I mean, Songbo wants to come up and look at this machinery more closely.
Oh, one thing I forgot when I was rapid fire walling this place. I forgot this wall right in the middle of the room. It doesn't really change too much, but I'll add it back in.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, one thing I forgot. There's a murder
trap
robot.
right
This
here.
large creature hanging from the fucking ceiling.
The slime king Jubilex comes out of the portal.
I mean, obviously that's going to happen, but still, why?
What powers this portal? How do we shut it down?
Oh, when you
What
say
powers
that,
these machines?
When you-
The generators are off.
when you say that, you hear something up on the ceiling. Say, nothing shuts this operation down. You look up and you see a dwarf-sized humanoid hanging upside down from the ceiling. Him look like he's made of slime, but still has the vague semblance of a humanoid form.
Sounds like the betrayer to me.
My thought went to Luffy. He's like, do you want to join my crew?
I know, right?
What? Look at this thing.
He's awesome.
Of course, he would immediately ask, do you want to join my crew?
All right. Well, since you're here, he'll monologue. He says, I've sacrificed too much. Everything. And you know, they blamed me. They told me I had made a mistake. They told me I had doomed them all. Damned them all.
Are they dead?
But who did they turn to when the city abandoned us? They turned to me, Foreman Thrawn. They needed someone who understood magic rituals, and I, despite my trepidation, I stepped up when everyone else stepped back.
Oh, that's who the operator was talking about. It was this
Yeah,
guy.
he must be the him.
Yeah.
Let's kick his ass.
The river had run dry. We had no power. We had very little food. There was no water anywhere. It didn't even rain. Once our supplies were used up, people started dying. They needed water. I had been in many of the meetings that the city was holding. They had plans, you see. They had plans they wouldn't explain. They were going to open portals to other worlds. The elemental plane of water. They said it would provide the cleanest, freshest, infinite supply of drinking water. That we wouldn't even need the hydroforge anymore. Well, I guess they were right. I guess they were right after all.
Ooh, actually, yeah, they did actually follow through with that plan.
Well, so did I. I paid attention in those meetings. Look what I've done. I created a portal to the plane of water.
That's not water, bud.
Yes, it is. Drink it. Drink it or you'll die.
You know that's slime, right?
I drink it every day. It delicious.
Shows.
The
You're
others,
slime yourself now.
they refused. I had to make them taste it so they would know it was okay.
Yeah, he's a little crazy.
I want to punch this thing I'm standing next to.
Oh no. Okay. As you punch it, there's a crackle of primal energy. You feel your knuckles sizzle a bit from acid, and you see the portal ripple. And he cries out, "No! You can't do that! Stop it! Stop it right now!
Come down here and make me."
Oh man! All right. So when you say that, let me flip him up. I'll put him 40 feet up. He says, "I don't need to come down. I am everywhere." And as he says that, you see all of the surfaces that have slime on them begin to ripple and undulate as he rolls it to initiative.
Oh.
You had to go and punch the portal to the slime dimension.
What else are we here to do?
We're here to collect parts for the fucking ship.
Yeah, but that was just the reason we came down here. This is the adventure we found along the way.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I do agree that this could possibly be a major problem.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But it's not an immediate problem. I'm sure it's like a long-term problem.
Alright, I'll grab everybody and roll you into initiative. Let's see. Gravel, don't get an initiative, buddy. You don't want that kind of pressure. Alright, everybody go ahead and give me some initiative rolls. I'll go find some boss music for this.
No, you can go find the regular music.
Yeah, the caves were like full of like haunts that like explained like the buildup of like, you know, we were running out of water, blah blah blah. Someone needed to step up, blah blah blah. There was like a lot of, you know, like horror game like journal entries and, you know, ghosts and stuff like that, but you know, it's fine. He was able to kind of fill you in. You guys got the gist of it.
Had we gone up to the to the crane, you probably would have found the journal of the engineers who explained a lot more. I see.
Had we gone into the
we definitely
creepy
are gonna
moaning
start
room.
this campaign.
All right. Let me roll all the stuff in real quick.
Missed one of
Never
the
bad to
audio
rely on villain
logs.
monologues.
Oh, whoa. This music might be a little too intense. They're already just singing a lot. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. First up is all these slime mold. Let's see. All right. Begin an encounter. All right. Let's see. Slime mold. Okay. Alright. So it slithers, and you see all of the slime kind of pooled around the portal, Loritz, manifest into a discernible form. And then, actually, I have a cooler form for it. Hold on. Where is it? Right.
I nominate the foreman be renamed to Blobby.
Blobby?
Foreman Blobby?
Yeah.
Oh, Blubbert is his formal name, I mean.
Oh, I got you. Alright, let me see. Where's the, here it is. Nope. Oh, okay. It's because it's got stupid ring enabled. Got it. Alright.
He's Blobenheimer, and this is his blob hat.
There we go. Alright. And then, it is going to attack Loritz, with its pseudopod. Ooh, that is gonna hit. I need you to give me a fortitude save against slime rot. Alright, it did take it 2 actions to form up, so it only got 1 action off. Alright, so 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And you did not get slime rot. Alright, play fast.
I'm going to encase flesh with my reaction and resist, I think, 6 damage, so.
Oh, nice. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Songbow, you were actually right next to one. So, when it manifests,
great!
is gonna wail on you 3 times. First attack. Second attack. And third attack.
He's a jerk.
Oh, it fumbled that second roll, and then critically hit on the third roll. Okay, that was a pretty wild string of attacks. Let's unpack it together. All right. So the first one was a hit with a 27. So it's gonna be 11 bludgeoning and a fortitude save. However, the next one is a critical fumble straight out of the deck. Let's see. You have a -2 penalty to attack rolls made with this weapon. No, natural attack. Eye strain. You were dazzled until the end of your next turn. I don't think they have eyes. But I will put it on there. All right. Apparently, it can be dazzled. Okay. Dazzle does mean that they had a flat chance to miss you on that critical hit. So.
Ooh, nice.
All right. I will roll it.
Oh.
That's good. That means they passed the flat check. All right. So then they hit you with the critical hit, but they don't get to draw a card.
So I rolled 2 nat 20s on that one. Damn.
Oh wait. All of these are that guy, and he is a named NPC. So we are gonna roll the critical hit deck. Let's see what we got.
So just a sec. Is this from the second? Like no, this is the third slime mold attack.
The third one. Yeah, he rolled a nat 20.
So even though it says that it's only a hit, it still counts as a crit because it was on a 20.
It would still roll off the deck because it would still fall from the deck.
Okay.
So it would get the crit effect card even though it's not a crit. Yeah, good question though. Yeah. Plus a nat, so an 18 would have hit you, right? Or no, it would have missed, right? It would have missed, so it would have been a normal hit. That's a good point. I'm gonna say no because yeah. Since it's not a high enough attack, it only goes up 1 step. All right. So just regular damage and then a second fortitude save against slime. Let's see. It looks like you already rolled the save. Oh, you're rolling again.
For the first one.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, all right. So, so a lot's happening here. Hold on. All right. So normally the onset takes some time, but if you fail the again, it speeds up to stage to the next stage. So you are enfeebled 1 and sickened 1.
Okay, and then I think I still need 1 regular damage.
Yeah, and here's a regular damage for you. Sorry. All right, and then another 9 damage. All right. Then play passes to this one over here. Let's see. Paste that in. Turn that off. Turn that on. All right. Okay. So they're gonna have to form up. Here. Yeah. And that will allow them to attack 2 people. Yeah, so they have 2 actions left. Alright. So Goldleaf, they're gonna go for you, because you're near the portal-ish. Alright, that is gonna be a miss. And then their other attack will be against Jade. Jade, you're gonna have... Oh no, you're right next to it. I was gonna say you're gonna have some cover, but you're right next to it. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be a -5 though. And that's gonna be a miss. Alright, play passes to Jade.
Well, shit. We have lots of friends.
Lots of friends and 1 friend all at the same time.
Right. Thinking of what to do, but then of course 1 just happens to be right next to me, so that just kind of changes what I want to do in my head.
I know, right?
So this pipe that's over here, is that would that impede any movement, or can I just kind of step up onto it and walk along it if I wanted to?
The pipe, yeah, so the pipe is, I think it's 8 feet across, so it's a pretty big pipe. But
what about
you could
climbing
climb it? Yeah,
on top
but
of
you'd
it?
have to. It's Pathfinder, so you'd move up for 1 action, and climb for a 2nd action, but then you'd be up on top of it.
Gross.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna move away a little bit. Yeah, that feels pretty good. And then, you know what? Let's see what an Eldritch Lance does.
Okay. Oh shit! It critically hits.
Yeah, brother.
All right, so this is when you learn that in Pathfinder, most slimes and oozes are immune to critical hits. But hold on, don't get too mad at me. Don't get too mad at me. However, the special effects of critical hits, they are not immune to. They're only immune to critical hit damage. So you just roll a critical hit normally, and the system will figure everything out. But they do take less damage from critical hits, but that is because they are so easy to critically hit because they have terrible armor class.
That's okay. I still hit him, so it doesn't.
Oh, yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
hurt
yeah.
my feeling.
All right. So give me that sweet damage.
Okay.
Let's see. Unfortunately, oh my god, I feel so bad. Slimes.
Let me guess. Mental damage and slimes are like a. Okay, it's all right. It was a shot in the dark. I didn't know.
Okay.
It didn't work on the automaton.
They're all Thrawn though. Is Thrawn as ex-dwarf immune to mental damage?
You can see he have no brain.
He has no mental.
We
It was
don't know
worth a
that.
shot.
He has low mental.
I don't want to tell you his intelligence
He
score.
is
It's embarrassing. He's embarrassed about it. Okay, he took good notes at that meeting. All right, he opened
So
the
then
portal.
they wouldn't know that we're enemies. We could just be friends. Like this should be
Could
easy.
be.
We can talk about it.
Except you're with this guy, and he started beating up the portal. This guy is the real villain right here. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's on a
I
watch
don't
list.
I don't like
Yeah.
slime.
All right. Anything else from Jade? There's a move
Nah,
and a 2-action
that's
spell.
3 for
All right.
me.
All right. That brings us to this thing that emerges from the portal.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck yes.
It's like the slime version of the Gorgothan.
All right. As it emerges, you hear your own voice screaming, but not from your throat, from the walls, from the pipes, from the machines. It is the slime, and it's answering questions you haven't asked out loud. This isn't one spirit. It's the spiritual residue of so many dwarves who have died here and were fed to the ooze. Their memories now bubble up and echo through the slime itself, creating self-replicating trauma loops. Okay. You are worried this that is in some way tied to the events that are transpiring here. It is big and it is dangerous. All right. It is going to attempt to terrify Laritz. This is a fear-based effect. It is a DC 20 will save. Oh, you just made it. God damn. All right. Then with its other action, let's see, on its initiative. Okay. What does it do with its third action? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Mimic the dying. Aw, I can't do anything. Alright, in that case, it is just going to beat you with random debris and itself. Alright, here we go.
Oh dear.
Oh shit. Alright. So that is gonna hit. And then here's some damage for you. It's not too bad, I don't think.
Can manage
Nah,
that.
yeah, 12 damage. Alright, and then play fast with the gold leaf.
Okay. That's one big mamma jamma. Alright. So, are these kind of similar to Jade's question? Are these pipes like raised up a little bit? Like, can I walk underneath it, or is it flush with the ground?
Yeah. So all the pipes are 8 feet tall. So you can definitely walk up to the pipe and then spend another action to climb the pipe.
Oh, I have to climb on top. Okay, damn.
Yep. I had literally had the same conversation with Jade. Yeah. Yeah. I could put height-based walls on the pipes if it would make you feel more immersed, but yeah, they're all pretty big.
Damn, this thing just had to be here. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to tumble through on this guy. Okay.
Alright, that's gonna be a success.
Well, I guess I had panache, but I don't have anything to actually use it, so Alright, so
I deleted chat, just so you know.
That's fine. Alright, I'm gonna get to the other side of this creature. Actually, never mind. It's difficult terrain when you're going through it, right?
Unless you critically succeed, yes, it's difficult terrain.
Okay. So then that was 5, 10, 15. I don't know if I would be able to get through this thing because it's large. Unless I just pop to the other side and that's it.
Well, if you started here, what's your speed?
25.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then leaving it's not difficult terrain.
Okay.
So 25 feet would take you from one side to the other.
Right. Okay. That's cool.
Yep.
All right. That's fine. All right. One action, tumble through. Second action, we're going to spend the focus point. We're gonna do lingering composition. Our DC for this level is 16 still. I think it's 16. The standard DC.
Standard DC.
Or you go with the 17. I can't remember.
It's 18 now.
Oh.
Level 3, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. The focus point didn't get used because it was a failure. But I guess for right now, I'll just do one action, Courageous Anthem. Hit everyone with that. And then last one, I'm just gonna cast Shield. And that's it.
Okay. Play passes to Loritz.
Can I punch the pillar that I was continuing to, that I had like knocked on?
Yeah, definitely.
Do I felt like that had any effect at all? Like it seemed to react a little bit.
It did react, and then things got angry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going in that direction.
All right.
1 second. Gorilla Strike. We're getting close. I'm gonna re-roll it. Am I aiming for a DC or is this just?
Well, you don't have to roll to hit things. Like objects, you just deal damage.
All right. In that case, he's just doing his normal thing where he's flurry of blowsing to combine damage.
Okay.
Here's 1. Here's 2. Good one. That's not bad. 18 damage. And then, I mean, if I don't have to hit, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to use 2 more actions to continue to punch.
All right. If you recall, the door that you were beating up before, you do have to hit a certain threshold before you deal damage to it.
Mhm.
So these 4 dwarven carved obelisks are ritual pillars that are etched with primal sigils. It was designed to stabilize a precise portal to limit the plane of water, but Thrawn Crimson Moth mistake, and it ended up going to the plane of ooze and fouled their alignment. Alright, so the pillars, you get through the hardness, and you do quite a bit of damage. They are broken, but not, the pillar's broken, but not destroyed.
Okay. And if I did more, I would maybe not get through the hardness. And he's up on the ceiling, like, kind of in the middle. Like, there's no way I could climb up to him, right? Like, just getting on the pipe wouldn't be enough. He's like 40 feet in the air.
Yeah, the pipe would only get you 8 feet higher.
Yeah. I'm going to go into try and hit it one more time, see if I do have the capacity to break through that threshold.
Okay.
And probably move with my last action. Not gonna happen. All right. I'm gonna stride.
Yeah, so you do know that 18 damage is enough to get past the hardness, and also the equivalent of bloody 1 pillar. So you have one of them is broken but not destroyed. The other 3 are still going.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. When you are attacking the pillar, it does seem to affect the slimes and oozes in the room. All right. Play passes to Isaac.
Alright. Move to attack the one that's trying to, or very close to Songbow, or has been killing Songbow.
Okay.
I am going to. Let's start with an alchemist fire.
Nice. Okay. All right, that's gonna hit.
All right.
Oh shit, that's a decent amount of damage. All right. It takes the damage and is on fire.
I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna pull out a necrotic bomb, and I'm gonna throw that at it.
Ooh, okay. That is gonna hit. Give me the damage. Okay. Let's see if it takes the damage. It takes full damage from necrotic.
Okay. And then the next thing, I'm just gonna throw a versatile vial at it to try
Okay.
to. Dang.
That's gonna hit.
Oh, really? Dude.
Yeah, they're slimes. They got
Yeah,
bad
that's
armor
fair.
class.
Courageous anthem, yo.
That's true.
Being
If when you
inspired.
just hit something, there you go. All right. Takes more fire damage. The creature is bloodied.
Cool.
All right, 3 Pac-Mans. Play passes to this other slime mold. It is really far away, so you watch as slime pools from the pipes from the portal, and it takes all 3 of its actions just to get to there. You do realize that this thing has a climb speed. All right, play passes to Cloudhoof.
All right. So our actions is going to be a shifting charge. And as we're going, we're gonna he'll as he's moving towards this slime, you'll see him reach over and like smear some slime from the wall, kind of rub it between his fingers, and you'll see his the clouds around him start shifting to sort of a green hue as he takes on resistance to acid damage.
Oh, hype! Very
That's
cool. Very
shit.
cool way to do it. Yeah, very cool way to do it. Very nice.
And so he will then form his hands into those cloud-like jaws, his clouds into jaws again, and strike at this.
All right, that is going to be a critical hit. All right, let me see if it does the calculations correctly on this. Here we go. Yep, it does. Okay. So that critical hit, there is nothing in there to critically hit. It is just slime. So it does take damage, but not the full damage.
Yep. And he'll follow that up. He'll reform the jaws in his hands into a second strike.
Nice. That's gonna hit. Give me some damage. If ever there is a monster that you can do your third map on, it is slimes. All right, 15. Nice.
And he prepares himself for the incoming attack.
All right.
So he knows.
Play passes to Thrawn. All right. Thrawn is already at full health. That's good. All right. Thrawn will do. Yeah. All right. He will say, well, you wanted water. I gave you water. Now drink. And as he says that, he raises his hands above his head, but he's upside down. And you see slime just gush from the portal, and it just washes across the room. Each of you must give me a save against slime rot.
Oh, I'm real good at these.
Okay, so I will say, slime rot stacking is very bad. So you do not want the slime rot to stack too high, or you will die. This is a disease that will eventually, your body erupts and you turn into a slime.
I'll have you know I have a +10 to this.
That is unfortunate because now you are at phase 2 of but there is no new effect on phase 2, which is good. So basically you have the first failed save is incubation. The second failed save is incubation immediately jumps to stage 1. And you got stage 2, 3, 4, 5, and then at stage 6 you die, and mythic dying can't save you because you turn into a slime mold. Which is what happened to most of the dwarves. Okay, so let's walk it through. Alright, we got a fail, that brings you to phase 2, or stage 2. You've got success, success, a fail, and a critical fail. Oh, Isaac.
I need the hero point to re-roll that.
If you still have one, yeah, go for it.
I do.
Alright, since we're kind of aware of the fact that the slime rot will kill you, I'll go ahead and throw it out into chat. There we go. So Songbow, I will apply it to you so we can keep better track of it. Jay, did you just re-roll into a nat 1?
Yeah, I rerolled with a hero point, and I
Oh.
got a failure
But
on
hey,
an.
with the house rule, it's not a critical failure though, because it gave you a +10 to it, which made it a
What did I
success.
need
But
to get to pass it?
well, it was only an 18, but when you roll a nat 1, it always goes
Drops
down
it
by
down
one
by a
step.
yeah.
So your success turned into a
Well,
failure because of
oh.
that one. Yeah. All right. How do I tick this up to make it more disease? Is it? Yep, there we go. All right, and then Jade, you are affected, but it hasn't reached stage 1 yet. All right, so I'll put a little green dot on you, so we know that you've got it, but it hasn't gotten real bad yet. And that is all 3 of his backmans with the flood the room with slime. All right. The other side effect of him flooding the room with slime is that the ground, but not the pipes, is difficult terrain. Except for slime monsters. All right, that brings us to Songbo.
Can I spend my first action trying to climb onto this
Absolutely.
machinery?
Oh,
all right.
So this is actually wall that go all the way up to the ceiling. That's why it's got got
Oh,
wall on it. Yeah.
okay.
It's like I was
thought
supposed
that
to.
was
Yeah. Oh no. This is a pipe right next to you could climb up on that isn't slimed up. If you're still looking for something to climb.
I don't think I want to climb onto that.
Okay.
So for my next trick, I'm gonna use healing prayer on myself,
Okay.
which is my hero point.
Hero card, nice.
I rolled the lowest you can, thank you.
Ooh.
So that's 9 health back to me, and then
Mm-hmm.
I will use my, what was it called? Extract element on this boy here. So DC 18 fortitude save from him.
Okay. All right, here comes that fortitude save.
Hooray!
All right.
He failed, and he's gonna take 2d4 damage. 2d4
Okay.
plus 1.
Well, what are your kinetic elements? I should ask.
It's just air.
Oh, you doubled down on air. Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, this guy does not
This
have.
one doesn't have
yeah,
air.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
not one of the drift slimes. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Do you have a different move you want to use then?
No, because he'll still have a -1 AC against saves and
Okay.
attacks.
All right.
And then so for my 2 and 3, I'm gonna blast him.
Nice. Okay.
And then he has a -1 circumstance to this.
All right, that is gonna hit.
Does him having 1 less make it a crit, or no?
It does not.
Okay.
All right, 9 points
of
of
burr
cold.
damage.
Okay. Let's see. That is enough to finish it off.
Hooray!
All right. And that's your 3 Pac-Mans?
Yep.
All right, and that is the end of the round, and we are at 11:24.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good spot to stop. All right. So we'll put in chat, entering round 2, southwest pillar, took 18 damage and is broken but not destroyed. Thrawn 40 feet up on the ceiling. Okay. 1 slime down, 3 to go. Haunt activated. The floor is sticky, difficult terrain. And then Deed infected, Deed 0, longbow infected, Deed 2. All right, that seems like it. It's got everything. All right, pin it, and good. All right. So, I'll take you guys back to your dashboard. All right. Yeah, the map confused me because it had lights, and I was like, oh, these lights seem to be ignoring walls. And then I went to the wall level layer, and I was like, there are no walls. So thank you for your patience and role playing the loading screen essentially, as we got some walls thrown in there. Man, it is May. May is the busiest month of the year for me at my day job. In some Mays, I have actually canceled all games because they've been so busy. This one seems to be manageable. So I'm glad because I didn't want to cancel any games, especially not these games. They've been very, very fun. Last weekend we had DirtCon 2025. It was a lot of fun. We played a lot of very exciting games, many games that none of us had ever played before. Many games that, I had never even considered trying or had time to play. So I had a great time. I heard Dirk had a great time. I hope everybody else had a good time. Yeah. And then tomorrow night, Dom and I are gonna resume our weekly vodcast, and we're gonna talk about DirtCon, what we did at DirtCon, and how much fun we had, and things we learned, and we'll have community chat open on the server, so if anybody wants to jump in, and just be on the vodcast and talk about DirtCon, that's what's going to go on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Saturday at an undisclosed time during the day, I'm going to start my streaming series about my 15-day trip I took to Japan, and what it was like planning the trip, executing the trip, what it was like going over there, the stuff that I did. I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of stuff in 15 days. So there's no way I could ever tell you everything that I did in the trip in a single even afternoon. So it'll be a couple of different streams to kind of cover all the different stuff, including some tips for being an ADHD person trying to go to Japan, because it was pretty complicated. So yeah, that's happening on Saturday. Sunday, we're going to be playing some Kingmaker. Monday, we're going to be playing Breath of the Wild. Stolen Fate. And then Thursday, we'll be back here. And I guess if you want to send #thoughts and prayers to my Curse of Strahd group, they are ready to go fight Strahd. So they're in the end game now, boys and girl. They're in the end game now.
Are they? Are they trying to fight him at the height of his power inside of his own goddamn castle? Because if not,
they have taken all of the necessary precautions before engaging in battle with Strahd. So,
I tried to talk him into just walking.
Your group did all the necessary precautions.
Yeah, we did. And then we
who went their own way? Nightfall went their own way. They ended up working for Strahd. I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So it's good to be back. I only cried 3 times today about not being in Japan anymore, which is a huge improvement. So I think it's gonna be all right. Yeah. Anybody have any announcements before we adjourn?
For all those moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Sunday.
Yeah.
That's true. Happy Mother's Day.
I almost forgot myself, so
All right, then we adjourn. Thank you guys so much for being an amazing group and an amazing community, which I think proved in spades this past weekend. So I look forward to all the cool shit we're gonna be doing this year, this summer, in the future, all that stuff. So yeah,
This community.
Hey, Crash.
yeah. Well, it was the
Thanks for
ghost of
being a cool
baseball
dude.
players. Yeah, no worries, no worries. It's the ghost of baseball players. They speak to me, and they told me to build this server. So it was, yeah.
Goat. There's a baseball
Sorry,
team?
that's a joke for really old people. That's like a really old person joke.
I got that reference.
Yeah, you'll have to
Like
ask
a
your
Field of Dreams joke.
Yeah, that was a Field of Dreams joke. Yeah, it was pretty old. So, anyways, yeah, it's been great. It's been the best accidental thing I've done. I'd say since my kids, but like the kids were on purpose, so the server was on accident. All right. Okay. Good night, guys.
All right. Thanks for running.
Good night, everybody.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Night, everyone.